shadows, the clock strikes 12. Ajani rises, unleashes hell. In go James' kingdoms, as the fear strike. A Jason lurking, it's a savage night. Darkness creeps, whispers in the halls. Destined, Jeffrey, you're the prey in this brawl. Friday the 13th, a terror so real, stalking the night with a cold steel feel. Go James' kingdom, a haunted domain, a Jason rising, spreading the pain.
LeBron stats on like a ghostly chill. Terror in the air, that's how you know it's real. Jordan fans trembling, staying quiet at the camp. Gold jeans from the beginning was titled the champ. Every dribble echoes a sinister score. In this nightmare realm, there's no escape door.
Welcome to Zesty Jeffrey Cemetery, where we have identified, marked, and cataloged all Zesty Jeffreys for their final resting spot. No longer will you hear Zesty Jeffrey logic like 6-0 and the toughest era ever. This is where all of that ends, right here at Zesty Jeffrey Cemetery. Subscribe to the GOAT James Kingdom channel and also check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership.
This first round matchup from Cleveland features two of the top four scorers in the NBA, 24-year-old Gilbert Arenas and 21-year-old LeBron James. Arenas is in awe at the gifts that James has in terms of physical ability.
He's one of those players when you just look at his size, his body, his speed, and you just wonder, how does one player get all of that? And, you sit there and you just wish, like, man, if I had his strength, how good would I have been? But, he's a kid that's so gifted that understands the game of basketball, and it's going to carry him to, be mentioned with Michael Jordan.
You be that last part that Arenas talked about, his understanding of the game, in addition to the physical ability, is what makes him so special.
Absolutely, the vision. The vision, Mike, he sees all 10 players, and then he can make the play.
At times, stripped. Welcome back to Cleveland. Opening quarter of game one. At 21, the poise and maturity are amazing. One way he shows his age, yes, like many of us, still bites his nails, but he has been amazing in UB. He's the all-time leader in youngest ever accomplished categories. Just look at them one after another with the Rookie of the Year, of course 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 all up. Youngest ever recorded triple-double, points in a single season this year, the All-Star Game MVP. It really is truly amazing the numbers that he's accomplished, and he just turned 21 this past December.
Well, I think when you say 6,000 points, he scored 6,000, over 6,000, over 1,500 rebounds, over 1,500 assists. In the beginning of this league to today, only Oscar Robertson has been able to obtain that.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome to a special Friday night exposure with the Exposer. I'm your host, Ajani. As y'all know, this is a Friday the 13th. Ain't nothing better than a Friday the 13th to have a Friday night show, man. This is what I do, man. I show up every Friday night right here on GOAT James Kingdom. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the GJK membership. As you guys can see, we have some GJK members already in the building. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all showing love and support to one another. Indeed, it's always great to see you fellas in here, man. Peace and blessings to y'all again. Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I'm your host, Ajani the Exposer. Today, I'm not, A Jason, but we are still at GOAT James Kingdom Lake, where Zesty Jeffries get terrorized, and they just cannot handle what happens here in the great, wonderful world of GOAT James Kingdom and celebrating LeBron James as the GOAT of basketball. Tonight's program is going to be about how LeBron James is actually destined to be the GOAT of basketball. And before I do that, I just want to give some shout out to a few of y'all, man. Again, shout out to all y'all in the building, man. Asante, peace out to Wayne Gant, my boy Lamar in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Keep it 100. It's always good seeing you, man. What's good? Peace and blessings to you. Iron Man is always here supporting as well. Shout out to Dynamic 6645. I see you in the comments all the time. Shout out to you. And again, shout out to all you Zesties as well, man. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, man. Welcome to Friday night. Hopefully you're enjoying this All-Star weekend. As a basketball fan, as we all know, it is All-Star weekend. We have the All-Star game coming up on Sunday, all the festivities, all the great things that go along with the All-Star weekend. And obviously it's Lovers Weekend as well, as Valentine's Day is tomorrow. So shout out to everybody who's also celebrating those holidays as well. But again, tonight's show is about LeBron James and how he was destined to be the GOAT of basketball. The reason I wanted to have this show was because there was a recent video of LeBron James that went viral when he was 12 years old and how he was playing the game then. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching basketball for the last 30 years, you know what you saw in that young man. You was like, well, not young man. He was a child. He was 12 years old. At 12 years old, you could see how good LeBron James was at playing basketball. And then obviously we posted recently the clips of him in high school and what he was doing before high school in the ABCD camps. And there's obviously the story of what he did to Lenny Cook when he was 15. The stories of him going to go play with the pros when he was 16. The stories of him playing with the Cavaliers as a senior in high school, just for practices and stuff like that. I mean, again, this guy was known for just being a basketball player. LeBron James. Who is this kid? Why is he so great? Why is everybody talking about him? And all he has been doing is showing everybody that he just is just the best at basketball, right? And it was preordained that he was going to be the GOAT. It was almost like, yo, here it is, y'all. This is it. This is what we all asked for. We wanted to see somebody that has everything, that can do everything. Here it is. Let's see what he's going to do. And from there, it just took off with the idea that LeBron James was going to officially be the GOAT. You heard Gilbert Arenas stated in his first playoff series versus LeBron, his first game didn't even play him yet. Just the notion of watching LeBron for 2 years or 3 years at that point, that he was like, man, this guy's going to be mentioned with Michael Jordan. Can you imagine right now if we took somebody and said, yo, in 3 years, he's going to be compared to LeBron James? Like, let's just think of what players are in their third NBA season. Wemby, right? But look at what Wemby looks like. Wemby's a freak of nature for sure. But that is what LeBron James was when he was coming up. Being 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 260, 250, 240, running like a deer. And one thing everybody said about LeBron James was his ability to dribble and his ability to pass the ball. That was obvious whenever you watched LeBron James play. Whether he was 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, you was like, yo, this kid plays the game. This kid could play. He does everything. And he's out here dunking on people on top of it, which makes it even crazy because he's making passes like magic, but he's dunking on you like Mike. So how can this kid not be ordained to be the GOAT? So that's what I'm saying. He was destined to be the GOAT. He was the one that's why Jordan coined him the chosen one. So this is the one. This is the kid that everybody's going to talk about. He was given to us by the basketball gods, to be honest with you. That's the only way to describe it. Yeah, Wemby's really the only one, but Wemby's a freak of nature. Shout out to my boy John. Peace and blessings, man. Hey, Johnny, I think he was known as a football player as well. It were people who were trying to draw him over to football. Yeah, of course. I mean, he's 6'8", He was a specimen, for sure. Shout out to my boy Tay in the building. Peace and blessings, brother. Shout out to you, Earthly Gods, all the GJK members, man. Hopefully y'all are having fun and continue to support GOAT James Kingdom and other GOAT James Kingdom members. Again, you guys know we out here doing the good works. You know, we're doing the Lord's work. If we let if we let Blue Boat tell it, right? But again, LeBron James was ordained to be the GOAT, bro. He was destined to be the GOAT with everything that he was doing, just being as good as he was as a kid. And you saw that the intro where Gilbert Arenas talked about how great LeBron James was with all his gifted abilities, and then on top of that, his skills that went along with those gifted abilities. Then you heard what the coach for Washington said again, because we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch the clips of this game. We're gonna watch this game one. We're gonna watch the debut of LeBron James, and how they were talking about LeBron James in this debut game, and how he was supposed to be, you know, all world thing. They were comparing him to Magic and Dr. J. That is what Eddie Jordan, the coach of Washington, was comparing him to. And then Hubie Brown was comparing him to Oscar Robertson and Magic, and his ability to play the game and to just take advantage of his size, his speed, and his intelligence on the basketball court. These were all things that were going on during this span. This is LeBron James in his third NBA season, and then they showed you the list of all the things that he was doing and how LeBron James has accomplished all these great things as the youngest to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 points, so on and so forth, right? All those great numbers LeBron James was putting up early in his career, right? So you can't sit here and say, right, that LeBron James was not great from his inception into the league. And that is the problem that Zesty Jeffries don't want to talk about. They just always want to talk about LeBron James as if it was negative, but LeBron James came into the league dominating. And I'm gonna give y'all some examples when we're talking about that from the as far as the Cavaliers go, right? So if we look at what they're saying, right, LeBron James' value was brought within 3 seasons. This is the value that he brought to the Cleveland Cavaliers. According to Forbes, this is what they were saying. LeBron James basically increased their value by over over 50%, right? They go from being a $220 million worth team to $350 million plus, right? You see their winning percentage. You see what he does with the winning percentage within just within 3 years, and then obviously the attendance. So he changes everything. And this is the impact. They're talking about this kid. This is how they're talking about LeBron James going into his first playoff series in 2006 versus the Washington Wizards. And then they're saying this is what he would have to go up against. These are all the great players in NBA history that they said, hey, this is their debut playoff games, their first career playoff game. This is what these guys did. Obviously, we know Wilt Chamberlain does what Wilt Chamberlain does, right? Jerry West had a decent game. You can say that. Michael Jordan had a decent game as well. Bird, you can say that's an average game. Magic had a triple-double, right? Kobe, we can't say too much about Kobe. Kobe didn't even really play. He played 1 minute, took one shot, got 2 points. But this is what they were comparing LeBron to already starting off. This is what he has to deal with. This is what LeBron James has always been battling, the annals of history. His whole entire life. For some reason, people put everything on him. And just to give y'all a little idea of what we're about to do here. Again, we're gonna watch it just like we did for the Jordan games. I'm gonna show y'all all LeBron plays, all of what happened in that game, and how LeBron James played and how he was playing the game. And we're gonna watch these games like we always do here in Go James Kingdom, because like I tell y'all, we don't only talk basketball, we actually watch it. Right? So when we're talking about LeBron James's impact on the game of basketball, ladies and gentlemen, it was there from the inception. It was there from the inception, right? So when we're talking about, again, LeBron James, when we're talking about LeBron James, right? Yeah, Jordan called LeBron James the chosen one. That's where that name came from. When LeBron James showed up to his basketball runs, that's what everybody was like, yo, that's him. That's the kid. He was like, oh, so that's the chosen one. That's the one that's everybody's saying is going to be the next me. Right? comparing him to being the next great. That's it. Like, it's obvious. It's great from the eye test, just from seeing what he was doing, dominating the game. Oh my God, here we go. It ended up on the cover because of Michael Jordan. That's why. It ended up on the cover because of Michael Jordan. That was the name that was given to him, the nickname, the chosen one, the kid from Akron. That was his nickname, the chosen one, the kid from Akron. Why would they call him the chosen one if the players weren't already talking about him? That's the point. LeBron names was already circling throughout the basketball community. This is about the time of all the hype with all the sneakers and the N1 mixtapes and all this stuff was going on. LeBron was in the middle of all of that. Adidas, Reebok, Nike, Converse, all paying for schools and paying high schools, starting all kind of basketball camps. LeBron James was a part of all of that. And the story is, here comes this kid out of nowhere from Akron, Ohio, balling out. Without a doubt. Exactly. Ron Artest said he was ready to play at 16. In fact, we had Paul Pierce say, right, that when he went to his first All-Star game, that it was in the locker room, that they were talking about LeBron James in the locker room, saying that there was a kid at 16 who could play in the NBA at 16 in high school. And he was like, man, get the hell out of here. There ain't no way. Who is this kid? So it was already known in the circles. Again, you Zesty Jeffries don't know how to read. But again, we're gonna have some fun watching this game, right? And again, just to give you an idea of this is why we can't trust Zesty Jeffries, right? Because they like to discredit the Washington Wizards. That Washington Wizard team they had a big three, to be honest with you, right? They had Gilbert Arenas, who came up out of nowhere, right? Who started balling out when he ended up playing with the Wizards, right? Then you had Jameson, who was a college star who was supposed to pan out in the NBA, got moved around, found a good spot with Washington, and then they had added Caron Butler, and all three of these guys were lethal. Again, we're talking about a dead ball era NBA, that's what I want to call it now, right? The beginning of the zone defenses, right? A lot of guys couldn't shoot. A lot of offenses were still predicated on trying to get to the basket. Really slow-paced NBA. Really low-scoring NBA. But not the Washington Wizards. Because as you can clearly see here, what do they say about the Washington Wizards? They average about just under 102 points per game. They were basically the best team in scoring in the East, right? And they were only right behind the Phoenix Suns and the Seattle Supersonics in scoring in the NBA. And you clearly see here, ladies and gentlemen, they are not going by defensive rating. Because in 2006, nobody cared about defensive rating. It wasn't even a stat that was used like that. It was an internet stat, and nobody was on the internet back then. This 2005, 2006. So here we go. This is me again showing you guys how basketball was seen back then. So you have these Zesty Jeffries lying to you. Again, everybody knows you go by points per game. And Washington Wizards were one of was basically the best offensive team in the East when LeBron James faced them in 2006 at 21 years old. And those are all the facts. And like my boy Ochi Clips say, Ochi Clips love it. Oh, my goons are here. Don't let me put the link up for my goons. First of all, let me put the link up for all the GJK members so y'all can remind yourselves to become a GJK member, because supporting what Brandon and I do, again, ladies and gentlemen, only makes basketball better. Because we are real basketball fans. We watch the game, and we're going to continue to do that here in GOAT James Kingdom. So as my boy Ochi Clips in them said, man, let's get straight to the film, right? Let's get straight to the film and let's watch how this young kid at 21 years old was putting the NBA on notice.
The Wizards third in the NBA in steals as James backs up. Way short on air ball. The tendency for a young kid would be to try and...
Oh, there you go, Zesty. You said we don't show LeBron messing up. This is a 21-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. Look how they're guarding LeBron. Okay. They say LeBron didn't shoot no jumpers. He couldn't shoot, right? That's what LeBron does there. But look, they're going to call that on LeBron. That's a turnover on LeBron. That wasn't his fault. You got to catch that. So here we go. Look how hard hedging they doing. Look how far out they're sticking LeBron James. Look at this. He had to pull up there above the key, 20-footer, easily. Look how they guarding him. Look at him switching, coming out. That's Gilbert Arenas on him now. Look, pushing him to his right. Look, if you do that, wide open. Bang. I find the open man. See, look. That's advantage creation, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Look, LeBron. Again, advantage creation. You want to leave my man open, I'll find him. Here we go. This is GOAT status right here. This is 21 years old, ladies and gentlemen. This is 21 years old. Look at this. Getting to the paint at will. This is great. Look, transition basketball, getting to the paint, passing, shooting from the outside, controlling the pace and tempo of a game while still playing elite defense because he was guarding Jameson and balling out. But all y'all do is sit here and tell me about how Michael Jordan was good at 22. Look. Oh, look, fade away. Oh, man. Okay, look, see? This is a young man learning to shoot the ball. 21 years old. Again, look. You want to double me? I'll make the right pass. Look how they double him. Look at double team, advantage creation. Identify the advantage. LeBron James does. That's a GOAT status right there. Again, look, bang. In the playoffs. His first playoff game, ladies and gentlemen. Look. Oh, they double. LeBron didn't have a jumper for real in this part of his career for sure. Boom. Oh. See that? Oh, look, getting up, hustling, getting the rebounds. Look at the defense that they playing against LeBron, though. Look, dribbling. Oh. Oh, again, he was getting his shot, though. He was learning it. Oh, look at this. This all day. Look, see? Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 21 years old.
There's your trap. They're trying to get LeBron to give it up.
Of course they zone him, and they trapping him, too. They tried all kinds of things against him, but it doesn't matter because he takes advantage of everything that you do wrong. Look, take full advantage.
James can't hit. He's leaving Jameson out there. Oh, that was smart. Smart. Out of their comfort zone. So now when you play zone, you'll always have two guys on LeBron no matter where he goes. Now,
see? This guy is just doing things. Look, this is a 21-year-old basketball player. Never went to college. Look at him. Straight to the NBA. Straight to the NBA. Now look at him. Look, that's not a high percentage shot. You heard what he said? That's not a high percentage shot. Look. This is 21, ladies and gentlemen. Look. This is 21 years old. We're showing you all his plays, all his misses, every bad play, every good play. Here we go. Look. Oh, no foul there. But boom. Good help by his man right there to get that rebound. Now watch this again. Look how they're guarding LeBron. If LeBron can't shoot, why are you guarding him this far out? Turnover again. One of his turnovers. Boom. Here we go. You want to double team me? Find the white man. Look. Advantage creation. Identify advantage creation. Look, you don't want to. Oh, look. Don't leave there. You leave that spot. Oh, you done messed up. You shouldn't have left there. That's why you messed up. That's why they have to zone up on LeBron right there. Because if you don't zone, look how far out there sticking LeBron. Here we go. Look at this. Look. LeBron's making all the right plays. Yes, this is 21-year-old LeBron James. 2006. That's another one of his turnovers. Look, another one. Look at him dishing the ball off.
So as a coach, you take it if you got a layup, Mike, right? Because there was no defender with him.
Look at that. Look, this is all 21 years old. Look. 21 years old, able to get to the rim when he wants to, take up the shots if he wants to. 3-level scorer.
these categories, and he's so humble, and he handles the conversation so beautifully.
You heard what he said there. You heard what he said there. He said that he compared him to Larry Bird and Oscar Robinson and all these other players. Ended up with a triple-double to debut, a 30-point triple-double on top of that. Scored 32 points in his debut playoff game at 21 years old. Held the fort down and performed well throughout that entire series. But as you can clearly see, LeBron James had everything in his bag. He had everything. He just had to develop. You already saw what everybody saw then. That's the whole point. You can clearly see, man, this kid got everything. Because they tried everything in that game. They tried trapping LeBron. They tried single coverage. They tried pressing him full court. They tried everything. It got to the point to where the Cavaliers had to stop going to LeBron James because they couldn't even get into their offense because as soon as LeBron James got the ball, they would double team. LeBron would get the ball out of his hands. So they couldn't do nothing because they tried trapping him. He kept finding the right open man. They just said, you know what? LeBron shouldn't even have the ball. So as soon as LeBron got the ball, they double teamed him so he'd get the ball out of his hands. The guy was doing everything on the basketball court. And when we had Gilbert Arenas on the TikTok Takeover Live on TikTok, he explained that to us. He was like, bro, we tried everything against LeBron. We tried everything. And he's like, whatever you think that we're going to let him do, he's just going to do that at the best. So if you think LeBron James can't shoot and we were just going to let LeBron James shoot, he would just shoot jumpers to death. He said that. They said there was a game. They was like, yo, just let him shoot. And he ended up hitting like 6-7 threes on him or something like that. Then he was like, yeah, we're going to double team him and make sure he don't have the ball. And then he find the right man. That's why he was called the chosen one, because he displayed every level of the game that you expect to see out of a player. He did everything you wanted out of a player, and he also had the physicality, the size. He was big. He was 6'8", 6'9", doing this. So this is not GOAT James Kingdom and rewriting history, or this is what was going on. This was physical stuff, what was going on as we see the game. LeBron James was just the one. He was the chosen one. If like I said, if we had truly prayed to the basketball gods for the greatest basketball player in our life, it would be LeBron James. Now, since we have been creators of basketball players for the last 20-something years with the created player mode in video games, we've all created a Wemby, right? Because I remember creating a player like Wemby like 7-8 years ago, almost 10 years ago, when we was playing 2K when I was with my friends, and we used to play 2K all the time. I remember creating myself as a 7'4" center who could shoot three-pointers and dribble the basketball. My friends was like, if that's not a real player, it doesn't exist, right? But we were doing that back then too. We were creating players back in the 90s, or thinking about players in the 90s that were Magic-esque, but with Michael Jordan's abilities. And that's exactly what LeBron James was. Magic Johnson with Michael Jordan abilities. And then you just add the IQ on top of it, forget about it. You're talking about the greatest player to ever play. So he was destined to be the GOAT, because look at what we're seeing. This is what we're watching. This is why people expected him to win so much, because they was like, yo, look how great you are. You should be winning. But it takes more than just being a great player to win. And everybody knows that in basketball. Shout out to Hollywood Herm in the building. Herm back at it. Herm is back at it. Shout out to y'all, man. Again, peace and blessings, man. Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. It is the Friday the 13th. But I'm not done with the film study. I'm not done with the film study. I actually got more film study for y'all. I actually do. But y'all make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out the GJK membership. Because, again, we're going to continue to give you guys content like this. There's no content like this in the world, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody out here explaining the game of basketball the way we do here on GOAT James Kingdom. Again, shout out to everybody who's also watching us on FYF Sports Debate. And also everybody who's watching us on Facebook, because we are also live on Facebook. This is what we do. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I do this every Friday night right here on the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Welcome to another Friday the 13th with me. We're here at GOAT James Kingdom Lake. We having camp stories. We're going back and reminiscing about how great LeBron James is and why he was ordained to be the GOAT of basketball. But what I also do is I'll put the link up for y'all too, because I want y'all to watch this next performance of LeBron James with me, because this one's gonna be a key to everything that we talk about here. We got all the Zesties in the building. Shout out to y'all who show up again on another Friday night to be supportive of what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. Man, LeBron is the GOAT for sure. He said people don't understand. LeBron went to the playoffs in 2006. The next year, he went to the finals at 22, doing all this on a bad team, not a ready-made good team like most. Exactly. They weren't even trying to build him a team. Oh man, you should hear what they were talking about, Varejao and all these other people, bro. Like the best person that they could praise in this 2006 was Ilgauskas because of his history and where he came from. But they were talking about his injuries and how he was injury prone, and he went a long time. He went a long time not playing because of injury, and finally was staying stable. But again, the NBA was moving fast at that point. There was a lot of good teams, a lot of good players, a lot of player movement going on in the NBA. New contracts being given out, new money being spent. ESPN just bought rights to show the games with ABC. So there was a lot of things going on with the NBA that was just blossoming at the time. But you have this kid, like I said, LeBron James showing up, and then they put him on Cleveland. They rigged the draft and make sure he goes to Cleveland. So now he's supposed to be the savior. We were all supposed to witness it. And now the NBA don't even try to market players like that no more. But I see we got a few y'all in the building. What up, Olo? Shout out to
What up?
Herm. We got my boy Juan Boy Herm in the building. Yeah, they have Flip playing starting point guard in one game because Larry Hughes was out because of a family situation, a family tragedy. But again, yeah, they did talk about Larry Hughes as well too, and saying how Larry Hughes helped the Cavaliers out defensively because the Cavs did have a good defensive team under Mike Brown. And again, they were talking about that too, that he had Mike Brown as a rookie coach in 2006, and they still won 50 games. Right? So again, he was from the beginning, inception. We all saw it, but clearly from watching that game, you can clearly see that. Shout out to Inside. What's good, bro? Peace and blessings, man. Y'all make sure to check out Inside the Arc on TikTok as he does lives and also has great content talking about the GOAT debate as well. Shout out to you, man. He found the GOAT James Kingdom members and GOAT James Kingdom. So welcome to GOAT James Kingdom Lake. It is the Friday the 13th. I didn't transform into A Jason, but I am here. You Zesty Jeffries, just be careful, man. Just don't come out here acting crazy, man. But again, we are here to explain to y'all why LeBron James was basically, like I said, man, he is still to this day the greatest player I've ever seen. And the fact that we've been watching LeBron James now for the last 20-something years, it's kind of hard to fathom how he was playing when he first got into the league. People don't realize how good he was. If you really think LeBron James is good now, you trust me, you don't know nothing LeBron James. And I feel sad because some of y'all were born in the late 90s, so y'all really didn't see early LeBron James. So with that being said, what we're gonna do here, because I got some TJK members here, we can have this conversation. I'm gonna play to y'all. Now this is something that's gonna hurt some Zesty Jeffries feelings, and it's gonna ruffle some feathers, because again, this is a team LeBron James faced in his first playoff run that had 4 All-Stars, 2 All-NBA players, 3 All-Defensive players, plus the Defensive Player of the Year on their roster. Jordan never faced a team like that ever in his life.
He actually did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Jordan never faced a
Celtics.
team with 4 All-Stars, 2 All-NBA players, 3 All-Defensive players on their roster with the Defensive Player of the Year. Never. He never faced a team like that. Just never did. They're the only team to do that.
And that team you talking about were not better than the Celtics, than the Milwaukee Bucks or the Pistons. They weren't even better than those things.
They were better than the Pistons, and they were better than the Milwaukee Bucks. They were better. They were better than those teams. They were just better. Let's watch, and this is the key thing. Let's watch how they play defense. Because, see, that's the key thing. People have to pay attention to how they were able to play defense. Watch how they play defense on LeBron James. So, with that being said, we're going to show y'all the GOAT.
Make a call for Rashid as well to get going, get motivated. This is a big game for him.
Here we go here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, that's Tayshaun Prince, all defensive player.
Prince staying with LeBron James, no double coverage.
But this is what LeBron James going to have to do against this guy. He's still taking them jump shots.
Players would like to push it up. They don't want the grinded out style. If they can, so that
here we go, pull up.
The weak side help.
Okay, look how they're guarding LeBron. Look at this. Look at the defense LeBron is going up against. Look at this. Pay attention to Reggie Miller.
How they're doubling and triple teaming LeBron James. Look at the players. You see Rashid Wallace.
Jordan never seen a defense like this. This is what LeBron James is facing. Jordan ain't never seen a defense like that. And look, he missed that. Ilgauskas missed that shot.
Is coming to the game as the crowd cheers. 16 points. His playoff career.
Here we go again. Look.
LeBron James losing control.
Oh, they go a turnover. LeBron James turnover. He had a lot of turnovers in this game. But look how they're playing defense on him. Look what they're doing. Look.
Got to stop their guards.
Zoning up against him. Look at that. 3 defenders on the strong side. Forces another turnover. Look what he has to do. Look how he has to read the defense. No choice but to pull up.
Two-point attempt. Snow behind to James.
This is what they should have been doing more of. Oh, he got fouled there. But look, he's trying to get to the look. He's trying to create a play. Turnover. Here we go. Look.
Fouled by James.
They go great defense by LeBron.
A palming violation.
They call it travel on LeBron.
Victory over the Wizards in the first
A palming. That's another turnover.
Shot clock. Nearly 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. James misses out.
I'll be calling him Mr. Defense. After
here we go. Look.
Not that time. Trying to set a screen.
Now, you see what happens when you don't do the zone versus LeBron? He gets straight to the basket. But look at the 3 men on LeBron.
But obviously you're going to fire up.
Still pulling up and making it.
And you can back it up. Might as well say it.
James with a left-handed layup. Pistons again up by 3.
And I think it's so paramount.
Look, when you don't zone up against LeBron, look, he can get straight to the paint. Look.
For James, that's his 4th. And the Cavaliers looking to take the lead. Here's Flip Murray.
Playoff
again,
experience.
This was a low-scoring game.
Regain the lead. 26-25. Here's James. He's been guarded by Tayshaun all the way. Quick feed to Valenzo.
But see what happens when you don't zone up against LeBron? Look.
James double team, pick and roll. Valenzo, by the way, who
advantage creation.
Minutes in game 3 and only 9 thus far here. Here's LeBron James. The law pass was Ben Wallace. Here's James, goes behind his back. Perfect pass to Mike Brown.
Another turnover by LeBron.
The Pistons getting 10 more shot attempts than Cleveland. Final. 2:40 remaining.
And you can see Cleveland is losing this game.
Hamilton falls down trying to keep up with
and then LeBron starts getting them involved. Look at that.
Final seconds.
Full court press.
Pistons are up.
Hey, look, if you don't double them.
LeBron James.
Look.
With Evans.
Look out, look. See, look, zoning up. Look how they zoning up on him. Bang. Again, you can clearly see LeBron James can do it all.
Mismatch. You got body on body, which prevents the open shot. James.
Look what he has to read the defense.
Game number 4.
Advantage creation.
LeBron James turning it over 6 times.
Advantage identified. Look. They overload one side. Somebody got to be open.
Back home. LeBron James in and out. He is yet to score.
Well, maybe he was saving himself for another.
Here we go. This is where LeBron starts taking over the game. Look.
Fourth quarter.
They're going to call Oscus and Damon.
Here we go right here.
Here's LeBron. Air ball. LeBron James with 15. Snow with 8 behind him in the scoring for the Cavaliers.
Y'all real quiet. This is what we get. Y'all supposed to be talking crap.
McDyess coming over.
Look.
Does a good job.
There, Joe. Let him roll. Try to find Daniel Marshall. If not, if there's a switch, watch him try to take the basketball off the dribble, get into the seam, try to get into the paint.
James. Cross
Look.
court. Daniel Marshall.
You want to double and triple team me? Advantage creation.
On this possession.
Here we go. Look.
Over James. Picked up by McDyess on the switch. And
Jordan couldn't handle nothing like this.
7 on the shot clock. Phillips.
Look, LeBron playing defense. Look, sitting in this chair. A crucial play right here. This is a crucial play. We're in the fourth quarter here.
Here's James. Way off the mark, but a good perimeter defense. The Pistons.
That's fine. I got it again. Same scenario. I got it. It's fine. Again, LeBron. Look, they're on the run because of LeBron. You see, nobody else can score without LeBron.
With Tayshaun Prince leading the way.
Again, leaving them open. Advantage creation.
To avoid the defense.
And here's LeBron James coming back.
Look.
LeBron has 18 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 21-year-old versus 4 All-Stars.
Winning 86-77, so they can play that style and survive.
Here we go. Oh, is that the game-winning basket? Yes, that was. The game-winning basket by LeBron.
He's a role player. He's not used to these situations. Let your superstar go to work on him.
5 on the shot clock, and
another bad turnover by LeBron.
Defended by Hamilton. Minute and a half.
But they don't score on that one, so here we go. Look.
On the switch. Evans picking up.
Look how they got to guard him out here. Look how far out they're sticking LeBron. Oh, air ball.
Well, I'm going to tell you one player that's been quiet that can put a dagger in anybody.
James going up. And not clock. Cavaliers by 1.
Take it all the way down, LeBron.
10. And they isolate him at the top. LeBron James, ball away. Off the rim. Rebound.
Ooh. Ooh. So that's LeBron James facing a 2006 Piston team. That is a game 4. The series is 2-1. LeBron James and the Cavs pulled off a miraculous victory in game 3, and they pulled off another one in game 4 to push the series to 6 games at least. And they eventually pushed that series to 7, which they end up losing. But this is a 21-year-old LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. At the height of what the NBA was all about. Shout out to all y'all who's here. All right. At the height of what the NBA was all about in the middle of the 2000s, right? And here it is. You got this young 21-year-old forcing teams to do all kind of crazy stuff. You gotta mute yourself there, Olo. So again, LeBron James faced a team that again Kobe never faced, Mike never faced. This is again a 4 All-Star team, 3 All-Defensive players, 2 All-NBA players on their roster, plus the Defensive Player of the Year on their roster. LeBron James is 21 years old, coming out of high school. That is true. That's not. Where am I lying? Where am I lying?
You said Kobe and Mike never faced a team with multiple All-Stars. What are you talking about?
I didn't say that. I say they never faced a team with 4 All-Stars, and they never did. They never faced a team with 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players.
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
They were not 4 All-Stars, sir. When they faced them, they didn't have 4 All-Stars. They weren't 4 All-Stars on the 2010 Boston team. There wasn't 4 All-Stars on the 2008 Boston team, sir. There was 4 All-Stars on the 2006 Pistons.
Rajon Rondo was an NBA
They
All-Star.
wasn't. No, he was not. Not for 2000. Not for 2010. Not for 2008. They did not have 4 All-Stars on that team.
LeBron James asked, and Kobe went on to beat.
Kobe never faced 4 All-Stars.
Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett.
They were not all All-Stars when they faced Kobe in 2010, sir. Stop trying to make people All-Stars that were not All-Stars. So again, not only did they have 4 All-Stars, they had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on their roster. That only happened 6 times in NBA history. Kobe never faced a team like that. Mike never faced a team like that. Nor, when Kobe was facing this team, did they play defense on Kobe the way they were playing defense on LeBron James.
So you telling me Rajon Rondo wasn't an All-Star in 2010?
No, he wasn't.
They didn't have 4 All-Stars. No, he might have been an All-Star in 2010, but they didn't have 4.
What are you talking about?
They didn't have 4. 4 players on the
they were All-Stars.
Not in 2010. They didn't have 4 All-Stars in 2010.
Bro,
Sir, they did not have 4 All-Stars in 2010. 4 of those players did not make an All-Star team in the 2010 All-Star team. 4 Boston Celtics were not on the 2010 All-Star team.
Ray Allen didn't make it in 2010. It was Rondo, Pierce, and Garnett.
yeah, Rondo Pierce and Garnett. But still, though, Ray Allen was still a
Not that
productive,
good, man.
a
And
way
it
above
don't matter.
average productive player,
They
bro.
were not. He was never productive enough to be an All-Star.
And that team was a way better caliber team than the fucking Detroit Pistons. What are you talking
Sir,
about, bro?
you're talking about Kobe, who's playing with an All-NBA player on his team. You're talking about Kobe himself, who's damn near 30-something years old. And we're talking about a 21-year-old LeBron James with nothing on his roster besides him as an All-NBA player and as an All-Star. That's all you have.
You just showed
He's
us
going
his
up
lead.
against a team that has 4 All-Stars, which Boston didn't have, that had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players, which Boston didn't have, plus the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, the Boston Celtics of 2008 had Defensive Player of the Year, but they didn't have 3 All-Defensive players and 2 All-NBA players on their roster, nor did they have 4 All-Stars on their roster. So Kobe, again, never faced a team like the Detroit Pistons of 2006 who had all of that on their roster. That's not a lie. That is something that you got to just accept. If you can't accept it, go somewhere else. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not going to waste time explaining something to you that exists. If you don't understand simple arithmetic, GOAT James Kingdom is not the place for you.
Hey, bro, you ain't got to fall into that trap Ajani doing, man. To try to dress it up, try to make shit sound nice and what it is. Everybody know that '06 Pistons team is not an all-time great team. He's right about the notion of describing what was on the roster, but that's not an all-time great team, so you don't have to fall into the semantics. You don't have to have all that to
Who
have an
said they had to
all-time
be an
great team.
all-time great
No,
team?
no,
Because
no. I'm
you're gonna say an
just saying.
all-time great team
I'm
has
just
to win
saying.
championships.
Hey,
You
I'm
can't
just
show me a
saying,
team. You
man.
can't show me.
Hey,
You can't show me 10
I'm
other
just
teams
speaking
that
the
did
truth.
that.
Like you
That's
speaking,
not speaking the
like you
truth.
said,
Herm. You can't show
like you
me
just
10 other
said, the
teams that
fact.
accomplished
I'm
that. Okay, how about
acknowledging
that?
your fact.
Show me.
I'm acknowledging your fact, hey Johnny. But you cannot tell me that 2006 Pistons is better than a goddamn Larry Bird Celtics team with Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, and them boys. You can't
Robert
say that.
Patterson, then. Come on, bro.
You can't say that. So the
Again,
notion that you're using the
again,
All NBA and all
again,
that type of BS,
again,
you
again.
full of
It's
shit
it's
doing
not
that.
it's not it's not bullshit. Again, like I said on last night's live, greatness cannot be recognized by Zesty Jeffries and their logic. So now all NBA doesn't matter, all defensive teams don't matter, all star
No,
selections
I'm
no
not.
longer
Nobody ain't
matter,
saying that.
right?
Nobody saying. I'm not
The
saying.
2006 Pistons didn't have to go against a 23 team league like the 87 Celtics did. That bum ass league didn't have to go through those teams. They probably would have won 70 games in that bum ass era. Stop that bullshit. They're not facing one another. They're not going up against each other.
Now you want to diss the era to dress up
I'm
the
not
shit that
dissing
you
an
dress
era.
up.
I'm
Yes,
trying to tell you
just
stop
did.
trying to
You
lie.
just
Stop
did.
trying to lie.
Nobody's not
Just
lying. So you telling me the
87,
2006
8,
Pistons is better than the '86 Celtics?
they would
You
whoop
tell me
the
that's a
86
better
Celtics ass.
basketball
Yes,
team
they
than the
would whoop their
86 Celtics.
ass.
So you tell
They
me
hit
that's a
three
better
pointers.
basketball team than the '86 Celtics?
And we're playing basketball. Yes.
You a
Yes. You want to
damn
talk about playing
fool. You a
basketball?
damn fool.
Yes.
You a damn
Yes.
fool. Yeah.
Come
You got
on.
it. You got it, man. You got a
Come
bubble
on,
top.
man.
You
Exactly.
got
This
a
is what y'all
bubble
want to
top. You
do.
got it.
Man,
You
come
got
on,
it.
man. This is what y'all want to do. Now, why? Why does the 87 Celtics get do it? Because they were whooping against bum teams in the
You
80s?
got a bubble
How's
top.
they better? Come on. That's your comparison? You got Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge running around. What are you talking about?
Dennis Johnson, the former
You got
motherfucking
Bill
Finals
Walton coming off the
MVP.
bench.
He's
Nigga,
a
what are you
former
talking
goddamn
about?
Finals. He's a former Finals MVP. Bill Walton, a former Finals MVP. What the fuck you talking about?
No, I'm about to shell of
In
himself.
1979, nigga, who
It don't
cares?
motherfucking matter. The motherfucker's still a great player that contributes to a great team. You try to use accolades to highlight a team greatness, and you
You,
full of
look,
shit. You don't know
nah, that's
basketball,
not
man.
full of shit. You upset, Herm. This is why you was sick, because you needed time to recover from something, because you can't come here feeling better about nothing. It's not my fault that Kobe couldn't beat no team like this. Or play it, because LeBron didn't even beat this team. He just faced them. That's how upset y'all get. He didn't even beat this team.
Hey, guess what? Get what I'm gonna say. If any one of y'all trick ass niggas in the chat, if any one of y'all bums on the
Oh my
goddamn panel
God.
agreeing with this shit, y'all not basketball fans, and y'all are fanboys. That's a
See, now,
motherfucking
look.
thing. Y'all agree
Look,
with this
now we
shit if
got to
y'all
be
want to. Y'all
fanboys.
be some
Come on,
motherfuckers.
Herm.
Hey, I'm telling the
Big
Come
truth,
facts.
on,
man. I
Herm,
gotta
man.
tell the
Come
truth.
on, Herm, man.
Somebody gotta
Herm.
tell the truth.
Hey, man.
That's
Somebody
not
got to.
true, nigga, because you can't
Somebody
prove
got
that
to.
the 87
Yes, you
Celtics compete the
can. Yes, the
2006.
fuck you
How?
can.
How can you
Yes,
prove it,
you
Herm?
can.
How? Prove it, Herm. Prove how the 87 Celtics can beat the 2006 Pistons. How? Tell me how they gonna do it. How? Tell me. Talk basketball, nigga. You a basketball nigga. Talk it.
Offensively, the '06 Pistons offensively nowhere near as fluent as that damn team. The Pistons don't have a post player that's money, automatic like a Kevin McHale. They don't have a player like a Larry
Rasheed
Bird on the
Wallace.
They got
goddamn
Rasheed
roster.
Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace not better than no motherfucking Kevin McHale. Rasheed Wallace better
Shit.
than Kevin
Hell
McHale.
no.
Y'all
Hell
out your
no.
Kevin
goddamn
McHale
mind.
can't hit
You
three.
out your
Shit.
goddamn mind.
Kevin McHale
Perimeter
can't
defense,
hit
they got
You
three.
it
better
all.
go back
The
and watch the
Pistons, the
film.
Celtics
Kevin
had a better
McHale can't
bench.
hit
The
three,
You better
baby.
Celtics
go
had
back
a
and watch
better
the
bench and
film.
everything. Hey, John. Hey, Johnny, what you?
Ah, this nigga said Kevin
Johnny, you
McHale.
want
This
to
nigga
know
said
what you want
Kevin
to do? I got
McHale.
this.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
hey,
look,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
pull up the.
Kevin
Hey,
God.
I'm
McHale
gonna pull
fit.
up the stats. I'm gonna pull up the stats to
Kevin
show
McHale
Pull
you
not
him
Kevin
up,
McHale.
why
nigga.
We
that
know, but
86 Celtics are
we
better than the
know.
Pistons, nigga, and it's not even motherfucking
You can
close.
pull up the
Not even
stats. That's the
close.
stats they did against their comp. They're not doing that against the Pistons, who's one of the best defensive teams in NBA history. What are you
That
talking about?
06 team wasn't no all-time great defensive team. What the
The
hell
Piston
you
teams in
talking
Yes, it
about?
general,
was.
that
That
whole
06
stretch,
team, you
the
a
whole
motherfucking
stretch,
lie,
they
man.
were one
Stop
of the best. What
lying,
are you
man.
talking
They
about?
lost their best defender and bit motherfucking Wallace in
But why
He was
you
06.
on the team in
on the team?
2006. He was
No,
defensive
he
player of the
wasn't.
year in
Bit motherfucking
2006.
wrong. No, he
Yes, he
wasn't.
was.
Yes, he
No, he
was.
wasn't.
Yes, he
You're
was. He's
talking
on the
about
film.
2007, fool.
He's on the film, huh?
Y'all did not beat the Pistons with no motherfucking Ben Wallace on the
I never.
goddamn
That's what I'm
team.
trying to explain. That's how upset you are that he didn't beat them. That's what I'm saying. That's how upset you are because they were that good. Kobe couldn't beat them in '04. He had Shaq.
Oh,
And
fact.
Malone and Gary Payton.
Fuck are you talking about?
That was a different team, bro. Come on. What are you talking about?
Same
No, he
team,
wasn't.
bro.
Oh
No,
shit!
it was
Here
the
we go
same
with the
team.
same
It was
shit.
the same
No,
team.
but the Boston
It
Celtics
was
was
the
the same
same
team
team.
every year for you, but now the Pistons wasn't the same team every year to you.
Oh,
Boston
That's
was
what
the
I'm
same
shit.
saying.
team.
Oh,
So
oh,
don't
oh.
lie like that. It was the
You're moving the
same team.
goalposts.
No, you're not.
You're
Shut up.
not
Pistons
the
was the
same
same
team.
My
team.
Boston were
Come
cheaters, though.
on, man.
I am gonna say that they were cheaters to me,
All
but
right, Z.
that's a story for
Man,
another day.
y'all are
All
That's a
them
crying.
white
story for
boys.
another
Let's
day.
go with Z.
They
Crying.
corrupted the league. They corrupted the league. So yeah, I could go there.
At the end of the day, all y'all do is cry in the GOAT debate. And the matter of fact, for a game where
It
LeBron
ain't no
had like
GOAT debate,
9
nigga.
turnovers,
Your nigga doubted himself. Your nigga shortchanged himself, nigga.
listen, well, for a game that I just showed you where LeBron James had 9 turnovers and he shot like 8 of 23 from the field, you clearly saw LeBron James had a bunch of missed shots. He airballed 2 3-pointers in this game. For a game like that, what y'all upset about is the fact that what y'all saw with your eyes, which has always been a problem with you, Zesty Jeffries. Your eye test fails you every time because when we show you LeBron James, even his bad games, we got y'all crashing out. We show you Jordan's best games, y'all crash out. We show you LeBron's bad games, y'all crash out.
Bron never faced the kind of defense Michael Jordan faced,
Shut
bro.
up.
So
Shut up. Shut up.
Jordan
What,
never.
on
Matter
one-on-one
of fact,
defense?
I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that
Let's
because you
go.
Zesty Jeffries always be fucking lying. And here go James Kingdom, like we said, we
LeBron,
don't make shit
LeBron
Let's
played
up.
in the era where
wait.
they had hand
We
check.
look shit up. We
But
look shit
LeBron
up.
played in the era when they had hand check.
There
Let's
was
see
no
how
hand
good that
checking. There was
defense
no
was when they
LeBron
hand
get
played in the
checking.
mad.
era
They
of
wasn't
hand
hand
There
check.
was
checking in the
no hand
80s, man.
checking.
Oh, man.
There was no
Jordan
hand
played in that.
checking, sir.
Jordan played in that era.
There was
Hand check.
no hand checking, sir.
Not
There
only
was
did Jordan
no
play in
hand
the era
checking,
with,
sir.
not only did Jordan play
There
in the
was
era
no
with
hand
hand
Here
check,
go
checking,
the
sir.
film. Here go the
Jordan
There
played
was
in
film.
the
no
era
hand
where
checking.
Here go the film.
they could figure foul you as a regular foul. What are you saying?
Stop
Shut up.
making
What
up
I'm
Never
those
did.
what I'm
Never,
lies
saying,
about the
even with
Knicks
never
being
did
so
even
foul.
physical.
even with
NBA
that,
players never did
even
foul.
with that, even with them being able to
They
do all
made
that.
flagrant fouls because of the Pistons and Jordan.
Shut
Because
up.
of how
You're
they
the
was.
God. That's not in the
Shut up.
game.
We
You don't
know this. You're not
understand.
telling us nothing we don't know, nigga.
So
Listen to what
say
I'm
that
telling
LeBron
you.
picked up the defense, then, you
Hey,
idiot.
Barry
Shut
Graham. Hey, Barry
up.
Graham. Hey, Barry Graham, your hoe a loser, nigga.
You hoe a loser.
Shut up, guys. Stop crashing
Damn.
out. I'm trying to do film. If y'all can't shut up while I'm doing film, I'm gonna kick you the fuck off. because it's the film we're here to discuss, not your fucking feelings. I don't give a fuck if they can hand check. I don't give a fuck if they can foul you hard as fuck and they just see you go to the free throw line. One thing they cannot do is what Rasheed Wallace is doing right here, right now.
Zone.
Which is play on the strong side and not double team the man with the basketball. Leave a man wide open. This is what LeBron James was facing at 21 years old. If Rasheed Wallace has to be on the weak side of the floor, like it was in the 80s, LeBron James has a dunk. But instead of having a dunk, what he has to go through is defense. Look, he has to go through the... Matter of fact, bringing a help man to screen is even a problem because now you're just bringing a third fucking defender. It's 3-on-1 here. Look. That's how LeBron James has to find a man just for him to fucking brick. Let's listen to what Reggie Miller says about this, because you Zesty Jeffries never like to listen.
Well, we talked about the zone and how they were doubling and triple teaming LeBron James. Look at the players. You see Rasheed Wallace on the block. You see Chauncey Billups at the free throw line extended, plus Tayshaun Prince, who was guarding.
Jordan never saw a defense like this. And when Kobe was playing this team, they didn't even do this against Kobe because they knew Kobe was going to jack up some 20-foot brick shot from the corner.
LeBron. So, Drew Gooden has to be more active to get into the flow of the game to get some easy shots. Offensively, kind of faded in the second half, but this is...
Look again. Look at how they're playing LeBron James. Advantage creation. He's being double-teamed right here.
We talked about the two-headed...
Look. Being double teamed.
You gotta stop their guard.
But watch this. Look. Every time. Look at where remember I was telling y'all about that man. We had that conversation. You see where Chauncey Billups is sitting at? Remember I was telling you about that dotted line and that line that goes all the way to the top of the key? You see how he can be on the strong side and not worry about his man? There's no illegal defense there. He can do whatever he wants here. He don't have to double team. He don't have to do shit. Jordan never faced a team like this. Jordan never faced defenses like this.
Again, they do not.
This is a 21-year-old having to deal with this.
Double team, LeBron James, they go into Varejao.
Look, and then he tried to make a pass to Varejao and he got it tipped away. Because he has to make a play.
Great save. Here's Rasheed and the foul on Varejao.
Jordan would have just took a jump shot and bricked the shit.
Anderson Varejao.
Listen to this.
Gave the Cavaliers tremendous energy. Not only did he score the 16 points on 6 for 7 shooting, but his strength, Mike Brown told us, of course, setting the screens. That was a big asset for Cleveland.
Well, he's a good...
Imagine that. LeBron James teammates are getting praised for setting screens, ladies and gentlemen. For setting screens, for being a good screener. That's what he just said. Oh, Varejao is impactful because he's setting screens.
With his
and his strength. Yeah, he went 6 or 7 for one game. He had a good game. But watch why he tells you why.
Pick and roller. And what that does is, because when you have shooters like Damon Jones and Flip Murray and LeBron James.
Oh, wait a minute.
When you have shooters like Dick and roller.
That was a big asset for Cleveland.
Does he just say LeBron James is a shooter and a great shooter at that?
Shooter. That's exactly what he said.
Let's listen to why Varejao's screening and strength is impactful in the game of basketball.
Well, he's a good pick and roller. And what that does is, because when you have shooters like Damon Jones and Flip Murray and LeBron James and Daniel Monter, when the floor is spread, it's easier for him to get down the lane and get some easy buckets. And that's why LeBron was finding them so easy, because they didn't want to give up the three-point shot.
Screen, Hamilton stings with James with 6 on the shot clock.
So you would clearly hear them say this, that LeBron James is finding players open because they don't even want to give LeBron James the 3. But again, you got to watch how they're playing defense. Look, Snow is supposed to clear out that help, but he doesn't leave. Look at him. Look what he tells him. He said, yo, go get Snow because I can't leave LeBron alone here. If I leave LeBron alone here like Gilbert Arenas did versus the Wizards, LeBron is dunking this because you're not help if you're on the weak side of the floor. So the only way to help is to be on the strong side. So look at Chauncey Billups trying to make sure that somebody understands that he has to stay here, because if not, LeBron James is barbecue chicken for this guy. So let's watch this again. Let me get back to it so y'all can see this again, because y'all don't know basketball. Y'all be lying. Y'all just a bunch of lying ass Zesty Jeffries. And this is why we have to watch film. This is why they don't like the film. They don't even like watching film of themselves talk. So hold on, wait. Let me get back to the play we was just watching. Where we was at with the play? Oh, wait, I think I just missed that play. Hold on. Oh my God! See, this is why I don't.
And this is real early in the game that they're playing this defense on them.
Okay, that's good. That's the game plan.
Yeah.
Right? This is LeBron James obviously having to take an outside shot. Look, like I said, here's the play again. Look at Chauncey Billups. Watch what Chauncey does. Look, he's communicating. Look, as soon as Chauncey Billups says, "Hey, I got to get my man," you see the other man come on. Look at this. Another man comes on the baseline. He's not doubling. He's zoning. Look, he's not doubling LeBron. See, look, that's not doubling LeBron. At every turn, they make sure LeBron James can't have a driving lane. But LeBron just advantage creation. Look. Varejao missing. Look, again, look, in the post. If this was Jordan, he had his whole side to the floor by himself. No problem. And versus some bump defender on top of that. At least this guy could play defense. This is Chauncey Billups a little bit. Look, but look at again, instantly, the help. Look at the help. Not a double team, but on the strong side, again, there's always somebody on the elbow and on the baseline.
Overload. All it is an overload. Though.
They couldn't do that in the 80s. They couldn't do that in the 1900s.
Yes,
they couldn't do that in the 1900s.
They did do that in the 80s.
They could not do this.
Overload
illegal defense.
They did
do that back then.
They did do that in the 80s. It is proof.
Herm, I know you've been sick and away from social media, but I need you to take some time out and go watch my game film breakdown of showing you the difference between what there is no proof, sir. I proved this already. That's what I've been doing. That's all we've been doing is film study. I showed everybody this. Watching Jordan games, we showed it to you how teams were literally the Bulls were telling the referees this is illegal defense. He can't be standing there. He's not double teaming. You have to double team or stay on your man. You can't do what Rasheed Wallace is doing. He's not guarding a man and he's not double teaming. That is illegal defense in the 1900s.
They were still doing that though, bro. They were trying to shade the defense. They were trying to shade it, but it was still.
No, they can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's illegal. You can't. You cannot do this. You cannot do this. You cannot.
That's
why they did that. They called for it.
What do you say?
Sir, you cannot do this. You cannot do this. It was illegal defense. They called it all the time.
Move.
Why did they implement
the 3 second? Because that means you don't have to guard a man. That's why they did that. So they said if you don't have to guard a man, and if you're not guarding a man, you can't just sit in the paint. You have to be. You're guarding a man. You can be in the paint. As long as the man that you're guarding is in the paint, you can be in the paint. You just can't be in the paint if there's no one in the paint. Which is why teams play a 5 out, because that forces defenses to actually stay out. Or if not, I get to break you down. So again, you could not do this in the 1900s. And that is Rasheed Wallace. That's Rasheed Wallace.
You can compare this soft, no hand checking, flagrant foul defense to the type of defense Michael Jordan faced. It's just not the same.
He never faced that defense. I don't know why y'all gotta lie about that.
Ace
Y'all been
Boogie.
debunked by the players in that era
This is better
themselves too.
defense, Ace Boogie. This is better defense. I don't need the hand check if I got this much help. I don't need to foul you if I had this much help.
LeBron faced more physical defense than Michael
Hand
Jordan.
checking was a foul in that
Yes,
era.
this is
I don't
more
know why you
physical.
niggas
He's
love
up
that
on
shit so
LeBron.
much.
Listen, he can play up on LeBron. He can.
Bro.
Shut up, nigga. Don't ask us how we feel and then get mad how we feel. Shut up. Stop crying. Nigga, do some push-ups or something. Nigga, goddamn. Like, stop crying, nigga. All you do is cry all the goddamn time, man.
Can your skinny ass do push-ups?
Yes, I can do push-ups, nigga, but because I don't cry, nigga. I don't cry.
Only motherfucker, you can't do shit.
Man, get off my show, man. Get out of here, man. You mad because we're showing. This is better defense than hand checking and physical fouling, bro. The only reason you foul somebody because you already got to the basket.
Exactly.
He already got by you. He already blew you by you.
You a weak ass defender and you can't stop me from getting by you. So if you fouling me, nigga, if the only way you can stop me is by trying to hurt me, nigga, then you're trash. You're trash, nigga.
Thank you, New World.
Boogie, before you do your push-ups, Ace Boogie, make sure you lick the cheese curl stains off your fingertips so you don't stain the carpet up.
So look, LeBron James is trying to find a lane. There is none. There is none. And bringing another Cavalier to help him is only bringing more defenders to defend him. Which is why LeBron James always needed shooters in his career, because defenses realized ain't nobody care about who's this guy next to the referee on the right here. Who is this bum over here? Who's that? Flip Murray? Who cares? Shoot it.
Yep.
We can't let LeBron just go downhill whenever he wants to. And look, LeBron James has no choice but to pull up and shoot like this. This is why he said when he got to Miami, he learned how to get a better balance in his shot.
So there's James with 15 in the first half.
But we're watching LeBron James. Look, this is what we are watching them. Look how they're playing defense on LeBron James. Oh yeah, this is just the end of the video right quick. So again, we're watching LeBron James dominate. And all these SDGs could cry at 21 years old. Kobe at 21 wasn't doing this. Mike at 21 wasn't doing this.
Was he even
shifting
in the league
defenses?
At 21?
That's advantage creation.
Johnny, was Jordan
Mike,
even in
no,
the league?
he wasn't
at
in the league in
21?
21. No, he wasn't in the league in 21.
He was getting stifled by zone defenses in
In college.
Nigga, he was getting shut down in college with the zone defense. So
Couldn't
we know his
get-
punk ass can't do nothing in the NBA.
Couldn't get past the Sweet 16.
But your
Except
ass couldn't
when-
even get to the
when sixth
championship
ring.
game talking about second place.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you couldn't even be second place.
What you got to say about that, huh?
I told y'all it's a Friday night exposure. All I do is expose people. And on a Friday night, on the 13th, on that,
Yeah,
I told y'all, it's a campfire, man. I can't believe. And you know, the funny thing was, when I was breaking down this film, because again, and this is the crazy part, I was looking for game 7 of the Pistons series. I wasn't even looking for this game. But while I was looking for this game 7, I saw that game 4 was on Lamont's channel. And I was like, oh, Lamont got the whole game? I'm just gonna watch this. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't watch that game. I don't remember watching that game. That was 2006. More than likely, I was not watching a Cavaliers game. I was definitely paying attention to my Miami Heat. So I don't remember watching that game. I don't even know the results of this game. I don't go to the stats. I don't do nothing. All I did was watch what LeBron James did, and he had a bad game. This was one of LeBron James' bad game. He shot bad. He had a lot of turnovers. But somehow he still willed his team to win. They won that game because of him, still with him playing bad. And I can see why he's not playing too well, because again, he's facing a team that is legitimately throwing everything at him and have the dogs to do it. It was different when the Wizards were throwing everything at him. They had Gilbert Arenas and who else out there? Antonio Daniels trying to stop LeBron, and they didn't have enough. But the Pistons had some dogs. They had some guys. They had Rip Hamilton, who was still, to a certain degree, was able to play on LeBron James. They was making Rip Hamilton play LeBron James full court, bro.
And don't forget about Tayshaun Prince.
And we already know they had Tayshaun Prince on him, an all-defensive player.
He was a shutdown defender. He shut down everybody else.
It's not rewriting history. We just showed you the actual game. That's why we know y'all never saw the games. Y'all are liars.
I didn't get to say this. What's up, Ajani?
Nah, what's good, David, man? Again, we are here showing you the film. It's all in the film. Again, LeBron James was again. What did your boy do? And when he in his first playoff series, they showed that to everybody. We saw that y'all made excuses.
Yep.
Y'all had excuses with Jordan.
And then what happened when he went up against Detroit? All they did was push him left.
Yeah, and LeBron James had a triple-double in his first playoff, a 30-point triple-double in his first playoff game ever, and won in dominating fashion.
Man, when I saw that video that you posted with him at 12 and him looking like he does now still, throwing those passes the way he was, it was amazing. I was like, him at 12, he was doing this shit.
It was amazing.
It was.
What's good, Inside, man? What's good, bro? Thank you for joining me here on YouTube, man. Welcome to the Friday night. Yeah, welcome to the Friday night exposure. This is where it all happens at here. This is the hub. This the center right here. This is the center of everything right here.
I gotta join the GJK membership.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, man. Again, listen, we're gonna continue to do stuff like this. We gotta find a way to grow the membership a little bit more so we can keep doing some more membership stuff. But again, all we do is watch basketball here and break the game down. The problem is that you Zesties have been lying because y'all are not real basketball fans. Y'all don't watch the games. Y'all just find narratives to that other people are supposed to agree with. So now we're supposed to argue whether or not the Celtics of the '87 team were better than the 2006 Pistons when we can't measure the two teams of any caliber of any kind of way. They didn't face the same competition. They didn't have the same rules. They didn't have nothing of the sort. We can only go by what they accomplished. Yes, the '87 team was a championship team. Shout out to them. They're one of the greatest teams of all time. We know, well, not the '87 Celtics, but the '86 Celtics were a championship team.
Yep.
The Detroit Pistons were a championship team too. They just couldn't beat the Heat, and they couldn't beat the Spurs, which were two teams that I would easily take over any '86 or '87 Celtics any time of the day.
That was a really good series between them and the Spurs too.
Yeah, it went 7.
Yeah.
People forget about that series going 7. That finals went 7 games. The 2005 finals.
I'm just, ladies
Because
and
the Golden
gentlemen.
Eagles went 7
That was
games in the
just, that was but that was bad basketball. When you're talking about slow paced, low scoring, all fundamental basketball. That's how Detroit and San Antonio played.
Yep.
Tough
Basic
defense,
basketball. There's no highlight culture
contested
with
shots.
those. Yep.
Yeah.
But that's
But
all
again,
we knew back then.
LeBron James was destined to be the GOAT with how he was entering the basketball world, starting off into the late 90s, right? The hype of the league, expansion era, going into the cable television era, right? That whole and then the explosion of the internet on top of that, because the early 2000s is the explosion of the internet, right? YouTube comes out, Facebook, all these, MySpace, all these crazy stuff starts happening in the early 2000s, right? And then here comes this phenom 15, 16, 17-year-old kid who's doing all this incredible stuff where people are saying at 16 he could have been drafted in the NBA. To the point to where, like I said, even Danny Ainge said it, that he was like, man, he said I would trade anybody in the league besides Kobe for this kid that plays in Cleveland. And he was 16 then. LeBron was 16 or 17 then. So
Yeah,
again,
that's insane.
he was destined to be the GOAT because again, it was because of what he did on the basketball court. If you're a basketball fan and you're watching this guy play, now he's a guy, but when you watch this kid play, there's no way you don't see greatness. This guy can do everything you want on the basketball court. He's all over the place.
I'll ask you a question.
Doing everything.
I want to ask you a question, Ajani.
I'm listening.
So you said he was destined for greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Going to join with other great players in your prime.
Mm-hmm.
That's greatness to you. That's greatness.
Yeah, because it wasn't the first time it was done in history. All the great players in NBA history joined other great players to win championships.
In their prime? I say in their prime. I said in his prime.
In their prime. Yes, in their prime.
Who?
What's it called? How many teams did Wilt Chamberlain play on in the '60s?
Come on, bro.
Then we
Okay,
just
let's
start
start
talking
there.
about the Boston Celtics.
Let's start
in the
there.
2000s.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar asked to be traded to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson. Now, it wasn't late in his career. It was in the middle of his. What you mean? He had just won 3 MVPs before he went to the Lakers.
I said the latter of his career.
Again, Magic Johnson decided to actually enter the NBA because he was going to go play with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If the Bulls would have got the pick, he said he would have went back to college.
The NBA. He was drafted.
Sir, he chose to go to the NBA. He didn't have to go to the NBA. He
went to go to the Lakers.
Yes. He knew the Lakers had the number 1 pick and that they were going to pick him. If the Bulls had the number 1 pick, he would have went back to college.
Bro, he was drafted, bro. He didn't say, I'm going to play with the Lakers and that's it.
Again, listen to what I'm telling you. When he found out that he was going to be drafted, but it's not narrative. No, because you can't understand, because you're trying to make a narrative. You're trying to create a narrative. When Jordan was in his prime, he begged the Bulls to keep Scottie Pippen, not to trade him away so that he could play alongside Scottie Pippen. Not only he begged to go get an All-NBA player and the best rebounder in Dennis Rodman. He begged them to go get him other All-Stars, and they didn't get him those All-Stars. They told him, no, we're going to draft your players for you. Again, that's how you did it back then, because free agency wasn't a thing. When you had somebody, you had somebody. You had to trade for somebody. With guys had 20-year contracts. Magic Johnson signed a 20-year deal. So there was no free agency. LeBron James was in a free. Why you see players today moving around, because there could be free agents. There is nothing wrong with being a free agent. There is nothing that makes you less great because you're a free agent.
So you said a whole bunch of nothing. You never answered the question. I asked you which other player in their
I
prime.
did. I gave you a bunch of names. You don't shut up. I did ask you that. I told you that. I went back to the 80s, nigga. Even went to Michael Jordan.
Ooh, Michael Jordan.
What are you talking about? Shaq left his team to go play with some all-stars
Scottie Pippen was
in
drafted
his
to the
prime. Scottie Pippen was traded to the Bulls.
What team did Shaq leave to go play? What all-star did Shaq leave the Orlando Magic?
He went to go play with Eddie Jones and Van Exel.
He went to go make money in L.A. What are you talking about? Because Orlando was
Stop
Orlando
fucking
was
lying.
Penny Hardaway.
So it's okay to leave to go make money. It's okay to leave to go make money, but it's not okay to go leave to be on a better team to have a chance to win a championship because the team you're playing on ain't doing shit. It's okay to leave a star team that's building you a championship team, but they're gonna pay you less so they can keep a championship team. But you're gonna go leave. You're gonna go leave that team to go be a to lose in the first round.
Van Exel and Eddie Jones are not superstars.
They were superstars, sir. They were superstars back then. You wouldn't know that, nigga. You was 3 years old. What the fuck did you know? You probably weren't even born.
Bro, yo, this is ridiculous. This is crazy.
No, it's not crazy, nigga. This is Go James Kingdom.
And that's what makes it crazy.
Come on, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, you don't know
Never
what
left
you're
in their
talking about, bro.
prime.
You never answered the
Kevin
question. You said
Garnett.
a whole bunch of,
I did. I just gave you a bunch of players that were in their prime and left to go play with other great players.
I'm gonna answer for you. Nobody else
No,
other than
it's
LeBron
not.
James.
No, that's a lie. That is a lie, sir. That is a lie. Kevin Garnett was in his prime. Left to go play with Paul Pierce. In his prime.
They were in the latter years of the career.
It's not latter. It's not his latter years. He got into the league at 18. What are you talking about? He was still under 30. He was defensive player of the year, all NBA player, all defensive player. What are you talking about? Ray Allen, same thing. In their prime. Charles Barkley left in his prime.
Went to go play with Tim Hardaway.
Alonzo Mourning left in his prime. What are you talking about? Larry Johnson left in his prime.
None of them were in their prime like LeBron James.
They were all in their prime. So what are you talking about?
Charles Barkley wasn't in his
None
prime.
of those players you named were in their early 20s.
They were all in their prime. Moses Malone in his prime left the league and went to go play alongside Dr. J, a championship roster as the league MVP. What are you talking about?
You don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, because you don't know history.
Didn't Clyde Drexler go play with Hakeem?
So did.
This nigga just said Eddie Jones and Van Exel superstars. He said, I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all some fucking dick riders.
You call Chris Bosh a superstar for just making all-star teams.
Chris Bosh led a full fucking franchise. What are you saying?
Let him to what? Let him to what? What did he lead Toronto to? What did he do in Toronto?
Nothing.
Games in 7 years.
I think he led a franchise. He was the leader of his own franchise.
Let what? Let me what? Lead what? Lead what?
One or two first playoff.
Who was leading? Who you think? Oh wait, who you think was leading? Who you think was leading the Lakers before Shaq got there? Eddie fucking Jones.
Leading them to where?
Exactly, just like Chris Bosh.
Larry Pick.
It's from the
first round exit.
Exactly, man. Get the fuck out of here. I want to talk to my Go James King members, man. I'm gonna talk to you dumbass, man. Just throwing shit in the air. Just trying anything. Bro, nigga told me name them. I started naming a bunch of shit. Named a bunch of shit. Niggas, he called Chris Bosh a superstar because he was on the Toronto Raptors.
11 playoff games, bro.
Matter of fact, Tracy McGrady left. Tracy McGrady left Toronto to go play with Tim Duncan and Grant Hill.
And then
he left Orlando to go play with Yao Ming.
Chris Bosh left.
Ooh.
According to him, Chris Bosh is superstar. Chris Bosh left. In his
Ron
prime.
Artest went to go play with Kobe.
Yeah, you, I'm telling you, man, you dudes is dumb.
Very much so.
These people make me laugh, man.
We not dumb. We not dumb.
ladies and gentlemen, using the same logic that he
That's a new
just used on
song.
you,
We not
it actually
done.
just proves his point,
We
brother.
not
Ladies and
dumb.
gentlemen.
We not dumb.
He said to wear right after Ajani just said
No,
to wear.
listen. Listen, inside, you know this already from these dudes, bro. There's no. I know you used to them TikTokers, but yeah, exactly. Lead to
To
where?
where?
Exactly. Exactly. They know. That's why they get mad at me. Because to where? Where did he lead
First
them
round
to?
exit.
Same place Chris Bosh did. Nowhere. But exactly. But you love Chris Bosh. But you lost. So all of a sudden, Chris Bosh is an all-star. And now Eddie Jones ain't. How you don't know Eddie Jones was the star in the
Yeah,
NBA in late
he was
90s?
an all-star for the Lakers and the Hornets.
Yeah.
He was so good he kept your boy Kobe on
And
the
he had a
bench.
Jordan contract. Oh, facts too. Facts.
He was
Had
so
Dean
good
on
they
the
had to
bench.
trade him away for Kobe to get his start. They had to be like, man, look, we can't put him over Kobe. Oh well, if he's not here, well, you got no choice but to play Kobe.
Yep.
He would have won a championship with Shaq too, easily. I already proved that as well. He would have easily won championships with Shaq and Phil Jackson. Easily. They got rid of him before that could happen. These
But
dudes
they
don't
gonna
be
say
knowing
why?
no basketball.
But the Johnny, they gonna say why he didn't? Why Eddie Jones didn't do it when he was playing with Shaq?
Because he just got there.
Because they didn't have Phil Jackson. That's why.
They
They
were
didn't have
really
Phil
good.
Jackson who turned Shaq into the beast that Shaq became.
Didn't they win like 61 games the second year Shaq was there with Eddie Jones?
Probably. That was so long ago.
Yeah, of course the Lakers were getting swept. Of course they were getting swept. That doesn't have nothing to do with it. He's a superstar. Superstars get swept.
Yeah.
Jordan wasn't a
They all
superstar
got
getting
swept.
swept in 87? Are you going to say that? Was Jordan a superstar in 87? Yeah and no. I mean, you Zesties always never could stay consistent.
What about
And this is
AD
your
when he
argument,
got
not my
knocked out?
argument. My argument is simple as plain. He was like, when is any player left in his prime to go play with other great players? Happened all throughout NBA history.
Yep.
I want to hear that. I just heard Kevin Garnett talking about the only reason he went to Boston was because they went and they told him, yeah, we're going to get you Ray Allen. He didn't even want to go with just Paul Pierce. He was like, Paul Pierce is all. That's all you got? They was like, yeah. He was like, nah, I'm good. Then they called him back. We got Ray Allen. You want to come? Yeah, I'll come.
Like
And they
Charles
tell us that
Barkley left in
KG's
his
more
prime.
mentally tough than LeBron.
Charles
Right.
Barkley left in his prime. And then he went on to win MVP with the
No, they
15
said that Charles Barkley was washed by the time he went to.
How he washed? He won MVP.
That's what they said.
But
Who
they're
was washed?
stupid.
That's what they say.
Who was washed?
Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Who they say was washed?
They said
Oh.
Charles Barkley was washed.
Who said Charles Barkley was washed? Who said that? The Zesties? I thought the Phoenix team was one of the best teams ever. No way. They be all over the place. Who are they trying to discredit Charles Barkley for?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Well, then if a wash Barkley, then Jordan's championship there is even less so because they played against a wash Barkley.
They'll contradict themselves all the time.
Did you hear Plato on that live earlier?
He said when you heard that he said we're talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron James, and you want to talk about Tracy McGrady?
They don't like when you
don't like it. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I don't know what happened to Herm. Herm came with a lot of energy today. Herm came straight from
Herm
it.
had
I don't know
something
what
stuck
happened
up his
with Herm.
ass. That's what happened with Herm.
Nah, Herm ain't let
my
it out in the
God,
wild. That's
come
all.
on, man. Yeah, he hasn't
It's been a
been
while
on the
since
internet
he
for a while,
crashed out on
man.
the panel, man.
He wanted to test this. Let's see. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Who is this guy on TikTok that keeps taking my take on best player in the title out of context? That was your fault, Gil. I told you about that, Gil. I told you I had to make sure because this is what they do, Gil. They ask you these questions without you knowing. They lead you to this well. I just heard what you just said about LeBron James. I'm quite sure you wouldn't have cared if LeBron James was better than you as long as you would have beat him in that playoff series. Who cares if he's better than you or not? Who cares if he's the best player or not? I beat you. I won. That's what matters. Who cares? Nobody cares about who's the best player. There's no rankings. The NBA don't rank players. We do this. This is a fan thing. So yeah, you done messed up. And what makes it worse, he didn't even, bruh. Pluto is no wait, his name is Play Dumb.
Play
That's
dumb.
what One Boy told him to call him. Play
He
Dumb.
said, "Play
His
dumb,
name is Play
play
Dumb.
dumb."
Yeah, Play Dumb. Play Dumb. Cause
That,
he
that young man was switching the goalpost every other second
Play
of what he said.
Dumb, man. Yeah, he's
Whoa.
using that. He said that you agree with him that you can win while winning teams, while winning championships. That's what he said. So yeah, his name is Play Dumb. Again, damn. I'm not gonna be on tomorrow's night's live, and you should be neither as well, Gil. You should be with your wife tomorrow night. I don't know what Lamont doing tomorrow night, but I'm not gonna be on the TikTok live. I'm gonna spend time with my wife tomorrow, baby. We gonna have some good time, baby. That's her holiday. Shout out to you. And it's a perfect holiday too. It's All Star Weekend. We don't got no basketball to watch. We ain't got nothing to do. This is perfect. And then President's Day is on Monday, so
Monday.
we're off on Monday. So we chilling, man. Nah, man, Play Dumb is stupid, man. I can't believe he
He's
had the
stupid,
nerve
yo.
to say I don't see you. He had
Yeah,
the
that
nerve to
was
say, yeah, I didn't see
that.
all those posts I didn't tag you in. Like you literally all those posts that you were tagged in, it doesn't even show up like in the comment. It just shows up as a tag. It says mentioned. As soon as you go into your TikTok, they tell you how many people mentioned you. He gonna say he never saw me tag him. What it was like 9 days?
But he also yeah, he said he ain't see that, but he seen you in the group chat. How you didn't see him in the group chat if Johnny wasn't tagged?
It's on the same tab, damn near.
It's on the same tag, fam.
I
That's how
trust
you
me.
know.
I'm not
That's how
in
you
no
know you
group that
get
they're
tagged.
in.
That's
I'm
all.
not in no group that they're in. If it's an active group that they actually chat in, there's no way I'm in it because I never see nothing come from them at all. Now there is a Facebook group chat that they put us in, and they were trying to get us to talk in there. And me and Brandon just be making fun of them in there. We just be sending them memes and shit in there, making fun of them, sending them stuff like, especially Brandon. Brandon is wicked, bro. Brandon is a wicked dude, bro. Brandon is wicked, bro. They keep putting us in them. Especially, I know that we hurt one of their feelings when JT comments. Yeah, he's the one that really lets you know that you really did something to hurt their feelings. He always comments.
Yeah,
That's
he got mad. He got mad because I screenshotted that shit that he sent wrong. He got mad. Everybody, what? Are you crying, man? Get out of
That's what
here.
I'm saying. I can't believe that they are mad that people are that the stuff that they say they don't want people to see.
Yeah, stop sending that shit.
Like I never understood. I never understood doing something you was ashamed of. Like that was something that always perplexed me, even when I was a child. If I thought that I was ashamed of doing something, I just wouldn't do it. Like if I have to hide to do something, like if I have to hide it from everybody, what am I doing? Like that's just that never made sense to me. I never thought I never. If I'm ashamed of it, I'm just not gonna do it. And that's exactly what they do. Play dough, play dumb. Either way, he don't know basketball, bro. These dudes sit on TikTok all day long, just to devise conversations that to have other people agree with them. That's all they looking
Yeah,
for. Is just
that's
that's
all he
it.
do. Because every
That's
time
all
he
they want.
wrong, all he want to do is move on to another topic just so he could be right about that. Nobody talking about what you talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all their topics
Hey,
are rage bait.
YB just went ahead and said somebody was using a playmaker argument. They tried to call him an Ajani disciple.
Yeah, they be thinking, oh no, you one of them you one of them Go James Kingdom
Kingdom niggas.
FYF
Oh
guys.
my god,
Absolutely.
bro. Get out of here. Don't tell me I started something with that, bro. Don't
Yeah,
tell
y'all
me that,
did, man.
man. That's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious, bro. Brandon makes fun of me about that all the time. He's like, you got your little cult following. I told him it's not me, bro. It's not me, man. It's not me, man. People are just happy to see that there's somebody standing up to the Zesties, man. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, you see every time they coming up to the panel, yo, I ain't gonna front when I had that Pippin without Jordan Jr. I was up there, they was telling me, yo, you the GOAT for this one.
They
Because
are
you
upset.
can't talk about Jordan's career because all of his successes tied to Scottie Pippen. And if you want to talk about those 5 years, we see what LeBron did in his first 5 years. How you gonna compare Jordan's 5 years without Pippen to LeBron's first 5 years?
Even with that, Jordan still got the choke job his first 5 years. Still got him. Back to back ones on top of that. If you take 88, 89 and put it together,
He
that's
really
just
he
bad. It just looks bad.
Yeah, but Hearn really talking about he gonna take a backcourt with Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson over Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups though.
Matter of fact, since he said that, let's go look at this 86 team that they could. Again, we know they're one of the greatest teams of all time. We're not trying to take that away from them, but they don't because of what they accomplished. But we're not thinking this team is beating anybody, bro. Like even in 2K, bro, you wouldn't pick this team in 2K. Like, come on, bro. Like y'all wouldn't pick none of these teams from the 90s and things in 2K. Only the Bulls, because they got Scotty and Mike.
Shoot, I wouldn't even pick the Bulls.
And if I'm using 2K, I can't even pick the Bulls because Michael Jordan's jump shot is garbage. It's terrible.
Not the
You
90s,
can't
not
go
the
wrong.
96 Jordan. The 96 and the 93 Jordan is really good in 2K. Always be good. All right, so let's look at this team. So Kevin
Not
McHale
gonna
was
shoot
averaging
threes.
21 points. This dude, they had, bro. This team is not doing nothing, bro. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Team shot 5 3-pointers per game. They did score
Yeah,
114 points per game.
they'd get crushed by
Um,
anything nowadays.
I mean,
Imagine
this
Chauncey.
wasn't really a shooting era, but
Yeah, imagine
I don't know.
Chauncey Billups taking them threes back then.
It's funny.
This is coming off their bench.
He'll be Steph Curry, one boy,
Scott
if he played in
Scott
'86.
Rip two.
Scott Scott Wedman is coming off the bench. Bill Walton, Jerry Stitchings, David Third Kill, Sam Vincent, which is
Who?
one of Jordan's exactly. Sly Williams, Rick
Who?
Carlisle,
That coach?
Craig
Yep.
Kite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Rick
played in the
Carlisle
league.
used
He
to play
did
for the
play for the
Celtics.
Celtics. Yeah, he played for the
Yep.
Celtics.
A
But
lot of the
he was
coaches
sorry
played.
though.
They had Bird, but again, you just put Tayshaun Prince on Bird.
Ooh,
Not to
what
Yeah,
say
he gonna
Tayshaun
do?
Prince is
he'll
going to
lock
do
him
anything.
up.
You should see what he
Lockdown.
did to Reggie
Ra-
Miller.
Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Wallace can take care of McHale and Parrish defensively.
Lockdown. Easy.
Absolutely.
Easy
And then
work.
And
who
McHale
is Danny? Danny Ainge is gonna be chasing Rip Hamilton
Rip
around.
Hamilton? Absolutely
Easy.
not.
That's he'll drop 62 if Jordan dropping
And
62.
Chauncey Billups is going right to the post,
Come
going to go where's
on,
Dennis Johnson.
man.
Oh yeah.
And are
Chauncey
we
No
too big
playing?
zone.
for
Hey,
him.
one boy,
Chauncey
Well,
they
I
too
ain't
don't know.
play
big.
no
I don't
zone
know
either.
about that. That would
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Bro.
that kind of would
Come on.
be. I think that would be kind of helping Dennis Johnson out if you go to the post. You just space him up. Chauncey was just gonna shoot threes on him. You gotta come way
Well,
out
he could
here.
do that too because he can do it.
Dennis Johnson never had to worry about sticking somebody 24 feet. He never had to worry about that. Come out here, cause I'm gonna hit this. You better come out here, cause I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit this.
They
And
ain't
then
call
what
him Big Shot
rules are
Chauncey.
we?
They ain't call him Big Shot Billups for nothing.
And what rules are we
It's
playing under? Illegal
it's
It
worse
better
if
defense.
they
not be the
play.
Don't
80s
do
rules.
that.
Better not be the
Don't
80s
let the
rules.
80s is them.
Yeah,
It's
it was a
worse for
rap.
them. Mikhail having it's a rap. It's a
Yeah,
rap.
because he got
It's
to
a
play
rap.
Rashid on the perimeter. He got to have to step out the paint.
This is a team that was giving up only 90 points per game. They won 64 games in 2006.
They were really good.
Okay,
Then they go to the conference finals like 6 years in
they
a
were
row.
shooting
6 years in a row,
they
02,
were shooting
08.
eight. They were shooting eight. Yeah, and they were shooting 18 3-pointers per game. So that's still more than the Celtics. 3 times as much as the Celtics, and they were shooting better than the Celtics from the 3-point line.
Oh,
So
no,
you
that's
still
not
had, like
six
I
in a
said, you
row.
have
That's
Rip
seven.
Hamilton. Then coming off the bench for them, you have Antonio McDyess. You had Tony Delk coming off the bench. You also had Maurice Evans. You had Carlos Arroyo, the young Carlos Arroyo.
Who?
Carlos Delfino on the roster.
Who?
Carlos Arroyo.
Carlos
But
Arroyo is a
then
point guard that
that
was
was
top
that's but
five
they're,
in
again their
assist per
starting
roster.
five. But their starting five works very well. You have again Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace, and Rasheed Wallace. Solid team.
Very solid,
Again,
especially the defense.
who had 1, 2, 3, 4 All Stars. Who had 1, 2, 3 All Defensive Players, and had one. Oh wait, let me see here. Oh, and 2 All NBA players.
I remember when they had all four of them on the floor in the All
In
Star game.
All-Star
It was like
game.
the Detroit Pistons versus the West.
Yeah,
What happened
they
to
was kind
inside?
of mad that Tayshaun didn't make the team.
What happened to inside the arc? Oh, there you go.
Oh, what up, y'all?
What's
What
up?
up, King Shy?
Salute, King
There
Shy.
we go. I don't know what happened. Maybe I clicked something. I'm not used to this stream, yo.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a
You're
little
bringing
different.
up the Detroit team
I
in
hear this motherfucker.
2006. Again,
Hell no.
the
Oh my
Pistons
gosh,
team, the
bro.
Pistons teams that Michael Jordan played against would have swept
This
those
nigga don't
Detroit
never
teams
learn his lesson.
LeBron was losing
No, they
to.
weren't.
They were
We
far
be
better
beating this
But what's
teams.
up,
motherfucker head
man?
in every
No,
time he
Please
get on the
stop
show.
it.
Brandon,
James
Brandon,
Johnny
Brandon, hold on,
Smith,
wait, hold on, wait. Let me have this. Let me have this. Brandon, you cannot prove that, Brandon.
And yes, I can because I saw those
No, you
Detroit
can't.
teams. I can. Those Detroit teams were good enough to beat Larry Bird's Celtics. They were good enough to beat Magic's Lakers. A team with Chauncey Billups as the closer is not beating a team with James Worthy
Sir.
and Magic Johnson. And my point
Sir,
is, this is why
sir.
when you guys
Sir,
cite
you
these
cannot. That's not the
stats,
same, sir.
it
That's not the
is. And
same, sir.
Michael Jordan had better stats against a far better bad boy defense than LeBron did against that defense. Again,
Sir,
the Eastern Conference-
Jordan never faced that style of defense that he had to face against the Detroit Pistons. Jordan never faced a team with all defensive players on the roster.
It doesn't matter. The
Never.
Pistons were a better team.
How does that never matter? How does that not matter?
That's not true.
Jordan lost to a team that had no all defensive players on their roster. They had no all NBA player on their roster. LeBron's never lost to a team like that.
Right, but
That's
Jordan-
not happening with LeBron James. That's the
Michael
whole point.
Jordan-
Those teams are not good enough. They don't have enough three-point shooting. They don't have enough ball movement. They don't have enough to beat the team that played in the 2000s. They just don't.
Yes, they do. Because again,
No, they
first of all,
don't.
the shooting in the 2000s was garbage. It was not even that good.
They shot
Number one-
38% from three-point land in Detroit,
Right,
so
and they
that's
had
not
no
garbage.
volume. They
They shot
zero
18
volume.
shots
But
per
again,
game. That's
teams-
more than
the
any of those
teams-
teams in the
the
80s
team-
were shooting.
The team, right? You're just screaming. The teams. that
No,
Michael
because you're not
Jordan-
listening, because you're lying. Detroit Pistons shot 18 three-pointers per game at 38%. That is better than Detroit, the Lakers, the Celtics, all those teams of the 80s. Better.
Right. So the
They were better
the
shooters.
Right. So the bad boy Pistons beat the Magic Lakers and the Larry Bird Celtics. Okay.
Those
Only
Lakers
team-
teams are not doing
only
none of that
team-
against the
only
Detroit
team-
Pistons.
The only team that Detroit beat that was an elite team, they beat a Lakers team when Shaq was in decline physically and Kobe blew the series. That's it. That Detroit bad boy team is a far better team than the Pistons. team
They're
that beat the
not.
Lakers.
You haven't
And
named
Jordan was
nothing.
playing-
You haven't said
Michael
nothing,
Jordan
sir.
Was playing better teams than ever.
Oh
Michael
my
Jordan
God!
played-
So I don't want to hear you tell me these lies because you're not saying nothing.
you
You're not
can't
saying
make an
why.
argument.
You know.
That's why you
No. I'm trying. You're not letting me make an argument because I'm telling you your argument doesn't make sense.
It does.
The, beating the Lakers and the Celtics in the 80s does not make them eligible to beat a team in the 2000s. That's not the same competition. You're not going up against the same team. You're not going up against the same players. We're going over the players and we're showing you. Chauncey, this is my turn to talk. Chauncey Billups could shoot threes, could shoot off the dribble. He can play make. They have Rip Hamilton. Who's guarding Rip Hamilton? Not no Joe Dumars. Those guys didn't have to guard nobody outside of 20 feet, sir. They never did that. They never had to go to what's called Rasheed Wallace could shoot three-pointers. What are you talking about? He would have to bring every one of those guys out. Dennis Rodman got to come out. John Solly got to come out. Those guys can't. Those guys are not used to guarding out there.
So let me hold on.
Ben Wallace is one of the greatest defenders of all time in the paint. You're not getting in the basket. You're not doing that. He's one of the best rebounders of all time.
Ben Wallace was undersized. He would have been.
He was Defensive Player of the Year in 2006. Don't tell me he's undersized.
Right.
Who's
That's 'cause of his help
he's
defense.
gonna deal with who's
Ben
going?
Wallace
Bill
would have been-
Lambier. Bill Lambier. What is Bill Lambier gonna do? Because you're not listening. I'm telling you my argument, and you're not listening. Bill Lambier. What is Bill Lambier gonna do against Ben
Would
Wallace?
have been obliterated by any of the top centers in the 80s or 90s.
What
He was
center?
6'9".
No, we're not talking about top centers. We're talking about Detroit. We're talking about Bill Lambier. We're not talking about the centers of the 90s. We're talking about Bill Lambier.
The Pistons front line would have destroyed Detroit.
Whoa! Who's on the front line? 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 Who's that?
Right,
Who's that?
They would have.
Who is it? Name him. Who's?
Can you shut up?
Name him. Who is it?
Right.
Name him. Lambier.
Stop talking for 5 seconds. You just say dumbass shit the whole.
You instead of talking to me, say the names.
You continually are mute.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the names since you don't want to say the names. Lambier, Rick Mahorn, and Adrian Dantley in '88. That's their front line. Adrian Dantley, Rick Mahorn, and Lambier. who's going up against Tayshaun Prince, all defensive player, Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Wallace. None of those guys made all defensive. Again, who only averaged 20 points per game, who can't do nothing.
Defend the Celtics with Bird, Lakers with Magic, and the Bulls with Jordan.
Bird, again, that was back then. You're not going to be able to defend the Pistons. They don't have nobody running around like they have nobody like Rasheed Wallace. They have nobody who can run like Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace in Detroit was in decline.
I'm sorry. I mean, like Rip Hamilton. No, I mean like Rip Hamilton. They don't got nobody who can. They don't have nobody who can run like Rip Hamilton. They don't have nobody who's going to keep up with Rip Hamilton. Who's gonna guard Rip Hamilton?
Oh, Joe Dumars.
Again, who's gonna guard him? He's gonna be wide open. Who's gonna guard him?
No.
How? How he's gonna shut him down? Because remember, Jordan couldn't go left. That's how he shut Jordan down. Jordan couldn't go left. He shut Jordan down because Jordan couldn't go left.
It took 5 defenders to guard Jordan. It took 5 defenders.
No, it didn't. That's a lie. We have the film. Those are lies. See, we just watch film. See what I'm saying? We just watch film.
By the way, it's interesting.
Dude, that's a lie.
Okay, it's interesting you bring up this 2006 series because the only reason LeBron beat Detroit the one year he got to the finals is Detroit didn't have Ben Wallace, so LeBron.
Sir, we're not talking about 2007. We're talking about a team that had 4 All-Stars.
LeBron couldn't shoot.
Nobody. Jordan couldn't shoot. That's why he lost versus them 3 years in a row.
Was an all-time great mid-range shooter.
No, he was not an all-time great mid-range shooter. We got the film in the study to show he doesn't. No, sir, stop derailing from the conversation. We are talking about the Detroit Pistons of '88 versus the 2006 Pistons.
Right.
The Detroit Pistons of 2000 didn't even have. They had one 20-point per game score in 1988. 120 point per game score.
Right. And that's because
the
conference was slower tempo in the 80s.
Who? What slower tempo? What slower? The pace was faster in 1988 for the Detroit Pistons than it was for the 2006.
Anyway.
No, it was faster for the NBA in general. They play at a faster pace.
You like a little bitch. You like a fucking.
Because you're lying. I'm not gonna let you go on a soliloquy for you to keep lying.
Debate, then you fall on your face. Like
this is not a debate. This is not a debate. This is my show.
Okay.
You came up here and
name a player.
Stop unmuting yourself. I will continue to mute you. Get the fuck off my show. Let me bring up 2 cents.
Oh, thank God.
Somebody's gonna sit there and argue with you
Fuck
niggas,
that
man.
guy.
Just be lying.
Oh, my
God. Like you niggas can't, man. They can't help himself.
It's a fucking idiot.
Just bringing up a bunch of bullshit. He couldn't even name the Detroit Pistons front line. He couldn't even name it.
Damn.
Hey, man, look. Let me slide mine in before you throw me in the gauntlet. Let me slide this in. This all you need to know. You already brought it up. Bill Laimbeer was a top defender during this time.
No, he wasn't.
Now, look. No,
he wasn't, sir. No, he wasn't, sir.
No.
He never made an all-defensive team, sir.
No.
He's not an elite defender of any kind. He just punked Michael Jordan. That's it.
No.
That's it.
Okay, but I'm just saying, for the people that grew up in the era, they thought he played defense. I knew, and you know, he doesn't play on that level. I'm not, man. They blowing by him. You cannot compare that era, man. It's just, it's dumb to compare. Man, everybody blowing by him and dunking on him. But they were regarding Bill Laimbeer like he did something. He shot that flat-footed three-pointer, and he played defense, rough defense, and he can just grab you. He was just playing smart ball. But I understand what you're saying, but you trying to explain it to that last dude that you just kicked out. I mean, like, bro, you was really talking to a brick wall at that point in time. And much respect.
I know.
I'm glad y'all on. Happy Friday.
Appreciate you, man. Listen, 2 cents. I'm used to Brandon Katz. You heard him. As soon as he came in, we all said the same shit. Oh, here comes Brandon Katz. He can't prove the Detroit Pistons could beat that team. He's gonna make some narrative base because they beat the Magic team and they beat they beat the late Lakers with Kareem on his last leg. They beat the Celtics with Bird and all of them on their last legs. Like, they were not that great of a team. They only won because they were in the era that they were in, and that was fine. That's good. They were one of the best teams in their era. But you can't take that team and make it seem like they will go to any era and just dominate. They can't. They just not.
They know. See,
mean,
they
they were
know.
a
Just
great
like
defensive team for that
the
time.
Raptors. When the Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors, when Clay and KD and all these people went down, we all know. Okay, they got the championship. Whoop-de-doo. They got it. But we all know we got eyes. We seen what they're talking about. I'm like, bro, that ain't the business. Okay, you got your championship or whatever it was, and that's all we're saying. You trying to make it, I mean, not you, but people are trying to make it more than what it was. Ain't no way in hell the Raptors would have beat the Golden State Warriors if them guys went down. No way in hell. But it happened,
Simple
so
and
give them
plain.
their props. Give them their props.
Simple and plain, Mr. Courtney. Simple and plain. Listen. 1988 Detroit Pistons did not have an all-defensive player on their team. Rodman didn't make an all-defensive team. Joe Dumars wasn't on the all-defensive team. They never made one. They got their name by shutting Jordan down because Jordan choked. The next year, they were put on the all-defensive team. Both of them, Rodman and Joe Dumars in 1989. But in 1988, they were not all defensive players. Detroit Pistons were not even the best defensive team in basketball. The Chicago Bulls were.
Even
The
calling
Chicago
them the
Bulls
bad boy
had a
Pistons
better
was
defense.
even calling them the bad
Didn't
boy Pistons
exist.
was kind of a double entendre because they were based in Detroit, the murder capital.
I mean, I think the whole point is, I mean,
Whatever, it sucked
obviously
back
were a
then.
great defense for that time, but that's exactly what they were. A great defense for that time, a great team for that time. If we're
That's
talking
fine
about their
because
skills,
they won championships.
yeah,
They won
no
championships. That's
disrespect
it.
to them. But if we're talking about that team against a team more towards the modern day, it's not really close.
They're getting fried.
Detroit won a championship. 06 Pistons were champions. They won a championship 2 years earlier than that.
And that was the same team.
They were in the
They were
finals the year before.
they were better in 06 than they were in 04.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you how the league got better, how the league kept getting bigger. Again,
They
I keep
lost to
telling
the
y'all, they
Heat.
lost to the Heat, which was a super team.
Lost to LeBron and lost to Boston.
They said the Heat wasn't a super team.
That Miami Heat team was a super team, bro.
It was just they said Wade. They said it was just Wade.
Under
and
their
then Shaq.
standards, it was a super team. Shaq joined that team because they had a Wade.
But
Shaq wasn't going to no team without no other player. He went there because they had a Dwayne Wade. And not only that, he took less money so they can get more stars. So they can go get Antoine Walker. So they can go get Alonzo Mourning. So they can get Jason Williams. So they can get Gary Payton.
They said that ain't enough for it to be a super
Seven
team.
conference finals in a row, though. That's not a great team. 7 years in a row.
Oh, the Pistons?
Yeah.
From 02 to 08.
Hey, way better than the 80s Pistons. They never walked. The hell with them.
In 2006,
what happened, Shy?
In 2006, Miami Heat had the number one defense in the playoffs. Their offense was 10th in the playoffs. They had a negative offensive rate. That means that they were, by and large, winning games because of their defense. It was not because of Dwayne Wade carrying them like this and say. You know, they're not gonna like that stat, but it's a fact.
Yeah, sir. Show me who has more. Show me who has more. Show me who has. I'm saying, sir, Courtney. I'm gonna call you. I guess you're a female. You got you divine power there, sister. Listen to this. LeBron James has the most championships in his era, the most MVPs in his era, the most All NBAs in his
This
era,
sound
the
like
most
a female.
points in his
Yeah,
era.
that might be a female.
LeBron James dominated his era.
It might be zesty.
Not only did John, remember, LeBron James is responsible for two super teams being created.
Boston.
Exactly. 08 Boston and Golden State.
Yep.
Actually, 3. Johnny, the Nets.
Who's the other one?
The Nets. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the 2014, 2013.
We didn't even say the
Nets.
Clippers, too. Don't forget the Clippers, because remember, this guy went and told him to give me Paul George. Don't forget the Clippers. So, but again, LeBron James don't have 6 championships in 22 years, but it took Jordan. Jordan has 15 years and only got 6 championships. Why he couldn't get 11?
Oh, I got another one. The 2013 Lakers with Dwight and Kobe. They were pretty to stop LeBron.
Good nasty. Let's just let the first play of the game.
Look. Wait, I thought. So now I thought dominant. LeBron has the most points. So now dominance is predicated on your stats, not winning championships anymore. You're just another zesty. You just another zesty. You new here? Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure.
Bunch of idiots.
Friday the 13th.
Welcome in. Hey, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, bro, you a straight shooter, and sometimes people ain't built for that. Like you will really tell. Yeah, you can
Nobody's
tell. Hey, you a
nobody.
straight
Half the people
shooter.
out
That's
there
why
with
I
it.
like your channel.
Yeah. No, I
Go ahead.
listen. Two says, listen. My whole life I've had that problem. People do not
Yeah.
like how I address things because it's simple for me. I don't have agendas. So when I see something and I
Right.
call it out, it's a problem. A lot of people have agendas. A lot of people are phony. They have a facade they want to keep up. Around me, you can't keep up a facade because when I see through it, I'm gonna call it out. Then it becomes who am I to call you out? That's why they get upset. Who is this guy? Why is he calling me out? Who does he think he is? I'm the zesty
The
Jeffrey Nightmare.
exposure. That's what the exposure
Yeah,
does.
bro, you. Hey, yeah, it's on a. Hey, look, I'm already looking. Maybe maybe a little bit down the line. I look on ESPN and I see you. You're a straight shooter, and you got to respect someone that's a straight shooter. I'm like, man, that's all you had to say. I mean, you was real, and that's what you do. And I don't know what exactly the city where you born and raised. I know people that are straight shooters. Like, yeah, I know my son just did that dance and it was whack. You might say, hey man, you know that stuff won't good, and tell me the truth. Some people don't want to hear the truth. They would rather hear a lie. They
Like
would rather
Zesty.
hear a lie.
No, I mean life is more comfortable when you believe lies.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we live in a society full of liars. I like
Yeah.
to tell people all the time. Matter of fact, I always tell my homegirls this. I be like, man, listen, y'all love liars. Women love liars. The biggest liar get
Yeah.
the most women.
Yeah.
So,
True.
Literally,
Fake
so,
fake call.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like,
but the good thing is here we all men here. Ain't nobody here trying to pick up nobody here, so we ain't got to lie to one another.
Nah, put that disclaimer up. Hey, put that disclaimer up in the corner. Hey, viewer discretion is advised or something like that for
Oh, I
basketball. Like
I have
you about to
I
get
have
it straight.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
something for
You
that.
need a
Look right here.
disclaimer.
Here you go. It's right here.
Tonight's program is rated R. Parental discretion is advised.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always
You.
prepared. I'm always prepared.
Yeah.
See, look, he came back. Brandon came back, y'all. He
Yeah,
came back.
bring
He
him back.
can't help himself. Now, I'm gonna bring him back up because I just wanted him. Give me a second, bandwagon. Let me put you to the back right quick. I'm gonna bring him up, and we're gonna let him. We're gonna let him go on the soliloquy. And we're not gonna shut him. We're not gonna shut him up. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you'll mute me because you can't debate. Anyways, LeBron wore Michael Jordan's jersey at age 16. He wore number 23. He came into the league. Guess what jersey he wore? He wore 23. Why did he wear jersey number 23? Because as he said, he looked up to Jordan. So LeBron wore Jordan's jersey. He was the one. He was the one who chased Jordan his whole career. LeBron is the one, not anybody else. LeBron is the one who made the GOAT standard about titles. That's what it's always been about. That's what it's always been about. So Jordan won 6 in 8 years. LeBron has the record for most finals losses in NBA history. When you say LeBron was the most dominant player of his era, LeBron lost more in the finals than any player in NBA history. 33 times. He shares that record with Jerry West. But the point is that when you say the Jordan people are changing the criteria for GOAT, no, that's what you're doing because you don't have a criteria that makes LeBron the GOAT. Jordan has more finals MVPs, titles, MVPs, scoring titles. He's more efficient adjusted for era. He beats LeBron in every individual stat, every team stat. And so what you have to do, because LeBron wore Jordan's jersey, he made the GOAT competition about titles. That's why LeBron's switching teams every 4 years and forming super teams. It's to win titles. So LeBron set the criteria. It was titles. He couldn't get to 6. He couldn't even get to 5. So now clowns like you are on these channels talking about Vorp and Purr because you know that LeBron, even by his own criteria, never met or exceeded Jordan's GOAT standard.
I know you're
Everybody
lying.
want to get him.
You
Everybody want to get him.
would.
There it is. Oh my God.
It is.
It's like the
And
Shannon Sharp to 5.
he just talking.
Again,
That's all they do is talk.
ladies and gentlemen, this is what these Zesties do. They love to lie. First off, let's start off with this number 23 nonsense. Again, there were 8 Hall of Famers who wore the number 23 before Michael Jordan. So again, the number 23 does not belong to Michael Jordan. We do know Michael Jordan was revered. He was a superstar in the 90s. LeBron was a kid growing up in the 90s. It would be foolish to not know LeBron James was not inspired by LeBron James. But again, the fact that you brought that up shows everybody the jealousy that Zesty Jeffries have of LeBron James. They spent their entire life, especially white men like Brandon Katz, trying to wear number 23 jerseys and replicate Michael Jordan's actual aura and presence, but never could. Here comes a kid from Akron, Ohio, without a father, from the ghetto, something a white man thinks should be a failure in life, became the most successful basketball player of all time. Not only that, surpassed the guy that he wanted to be in life, which was Michael Jordan. So this is why they bring up this 23 and why LeBron James is inspired by Michael Jordan, because they know that they would never be great. Even as a white man with white skin could never achieve the things Michael Jordan did, and he's jealous of LeBron James for being able to do it more than Michael Jordan. He said the GOAT debate is about championships. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not about championships. The most championships in NBA history are 11. So if we're talking about championships, then we should be talking about 11. LeBron James was never chasing Jordan's 6. He was chasing Bill Russell's 11. LeBron James has better stats than Michael Jordan because LeBron James has actual numbers. If you look at the totals in regular season and in the playoffs, in these 10 categories, Jordan only has 1 over LeBron James. And that's because he has fake steals. Other than that, Jordan does not have more stats than LeBron James. These are all lies. This criteria here tells you why Jordan could never be the GOAT of basketball, because his career is not enough. He doesn't match up to this resume right here. LeBron James is closer to this resume than any player in NBA history, and Brandon Katz left before I can bring him back up to bring it. And just to let you guys know, Jordan's career is not enough. We even got an anthem to let you know that.
Nice. Boy, you cold with it. Go ahead. Hey, let him rebut. I want to hear him rebut that. Is he still there?
He's just gonna say a bunch of bullshit.
They always get quiet when he exposed facts.
Brandon will come on and say some other bullshit. That's all he does. He comes up, well, Scottie Pippen was on his last leg in the last championship. Meanwhile, all he was doing was defending.
But that song say there's no crime in the debate. Yep, what they do?
In the coldest way. All the time.
Chicago on his coldest day. Or Jordan shooting another atrocious Jake. They want to talk everything with hoops with. They want to talk everything with hoops with.
Well, they're talking at the same time.
Jordan's career's not enough. Get online, it's group just to appear tough. No proof. Jordan's career's not enough.
It's not enough.
No ball talks, man.
It's not
Trying to
enough,
understand a man.
Nope.
Wondering how Jordan's not enough. And
Never
how
was
we come
enough.
up with that.
Never passed
It's simple. Answer the questions, y'all. No. No. No.
No.
No. No.
Damn, man, I was trying to steal the track. Y'all talking over the track.
I was just getting ready to ask Ajani for this song, nigga. This song was slapping.
Hey, Ajani, we got to do our duet right quick. But first, I got to ask you a question. You ready, Ajani?
I'm listening.
How many people came back from a 3-1 lead like LeBron did? 3, 2, 1. Nobody.
Nobody.
No, I mean, players have done that. Steve Nash did it on Kobe.
They ain't do it like LeBron.
He's talking about in the finals, though. That's what he's talking about.
Stephen Curry did it on KD. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't done in the finals versus a team that had 3 All-NBA players plus the league MVP while winning 73 games during the regular season, while also leading the entire series in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT of basketball, LeBron Ramon James.
And who else have done that? Everybody.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Can I make a confession real quick, man? I know
I'm
LeBron when he
listening.
came around, he stole my hero because I did remember watching VCR tapes of how fly. What was that? What was his
It was
video?
air up.
Michael
It was
Jordan.
air up there. It was
Air up
air up
there
there. And there was
or
another
something
one
like that.
too. Come fly with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Come
Come
fly
fly
with
with
me.
me. That was
Yep.
it.
That was the
So
one. Come
man,
fly
Michael
with me.
Jordan's
look,
playground and Michael
I'm
Jordan's
not.
playground.
And Michael
I'm,
Jordan's
I'm not.
playground. Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. So y'all real schooled in the game. But yeah, man, I grew up with that. So, but I'm not a. Here's one thing I'm not. I'm not a hater. And
He
when
just told
dude
us
said
no.
something about it was all about championships, I was like, what? I'm like, JaVale McGee got 3 championships. You're not about to tell me that joke, he's better than John Stockton or Karl Malone. I was like, man, the logic, if you use someone's logic against, okay, I'm fine with it. But okay, does that make any sense to you? Adam Morrison, when he was on the Lakers, he won 8 championships. He
Right, but
didn't
then
play and do that. But if I want to do that, guess what? He's probably getting some guest appearances and getting paid more. It's like winning a Grammy because you can charge more based upon your accolades. But at the end of the day, it ain't never been just about the championships. And when that dude said that, I was like, oh man, you messing it up. Because we know people got 11 championships. And so your logic, someone's gonna use it against you. And he ran into somebody else that's gonna throw it in your face. Okay, you got 6. And if somebody got 11, that sounds like a failure to me.
Yeah.
shit,
Like
Robert
think about
Ory's
it.
better than Jordan.
They have
Robert Ory's better
championships.
than Jordan, bro. It's
This
announced
is
by
what
Assistant
Right.
Jeffrey.
this is what
Based
I tell
upon that
people.
logic.
This is what I tell people.
Courtney, LeBron does not have to win 6 the same way Jordan didn't have to win 11. Stop
Right.
making 6 the standard. Jordan didn't have to win 11. So that's it. Off the top. Championships don't make Jordan the GOAT. That's why we
Right.
keep saying Jordan's career is not enough. You keep
Nothing makes
ignoring
Jordan the
that.
GOAT.
6 championships does not make Jordan the GOAT.
Nope.
Being
If
better
LeBron,
than being better than LeBron James does not make him the GOAT.
right.
Yep.
If LeBron would have retired at 14 years or something like that, then it would have been a better measuring stick. But you cannot discount this dude is still. I'm like still amazed. This dude is still playing, and he ain't like he's just doing some Robert Perry stuff back in the day. I watched them guys go out. They fizzled out, and it was horrible to watch. These were great players. LeBron still,
Hey,
he'll drop 30 or 40 on your head right now today.
He had a triple
Today.
double the other
They
day.
still lose. He'll still lose.
No,
He
he'll
had a
still
triple
drop
double the
30
other
or
day.
40 on your head.
And they love
Oh,
to
he'll
act like
still lose.
LeBron's the
He'll
most
still
winningest
lose.
player in
Shut up.
modern basketball. He has the most playoff wins. He has the most playoff appearances. He has the most playoff series wins. He has the most 7-game series sweeps. He has the most
Right.
conference titles. What are we arguing about? He has the most championships in his era.
yeah.
No argument.
What are we
It's not
talking
even
about
an
here?
argument.
Oh, Brandon is back. Let me bring Brandon back. So Brandon, you heard my response.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So
Hey,
I
baby,
first of all,
baby.
hold on. When people bring up Bill Russell, I do not value championships before the merger very high at all.
And I don't value you if you don't value the merger. I didn't bring up here the disrespect era. That means Jordan's not the GOAT. If you're going to tell me you don't value all time, then Jordan can't be the greatest of all time.
Nope.
So don't come here crying. I don't value the 1900s.
Exactly.
That ends the conversation. I don't value
Yeah.
the 1900s. It's over with. I don't value it no more. I don't respect it anymore. It's out of there. Can I do that? No. Get out of here with that. Ace Boogie's probably going to do better than you, Brandon. That's why I came here to listen to you talk. Just to show up here and discredit winning. That's why I said they be crying. Jordan's career is not enough.
That's the thing. They
I
actually don't
always,
care. They don't care about winning.
I
They
always
call
say
it.
Jordan's
Hey,
career is not enough.
if your criteria is
AJ,
genuinely
Six
winning,
final MVPs don't mean nothing.
tell me that your criteria is winning,
Jordan don't
and
have
you
the
tell
most
me
MVPs. Jordan don't have the
Six
most MVPs.
six final MVPs, 5
Okay, that's good.
MVPs,
Not enough.
10 scoring titles,
Not
Defensive
enough.
Player of the Year, 9 all defense teams. Come on,
Not
what are you
enough.
saying? I keep going.
Not
I can keep
enough.
going, bro.
Keep going.
LeBron
Not
doesn't have
enough.
that. LeBron
It
don't
doesn't
have
matter.
that.
It doesn't
It
matter.
does
Jordan.
matter.
That doesn't make
almost
Jordan the
10 more
GOAT.
years than Michael Jordan.
That don't make
Almost
Jordan the
10 more
GOAT.
than Michael Jordan.
Having more MVPs than LeBron, having more Finals MVPs than LeBron, more
10
All
more
Defensive Players than
seasons
LeBron, and
more
more
than
Defensive Players of the
Jordan.
years
Still
does
hasn't
not
accomplished what
make
Jordan has.
Jordan the GOAT. You have to listen. It doesn't make Jordan the GOAT because he has those over LeBron. That is not what makes him the GOAT.
Nope.
Because he doesn't have that over. He doesn't have that over Kareem. So how's he better than Kareem? Kareem has
There's
more
so many
MVPs.
things that
Kareem
make
has the same amount
Michael
of
Jordan.
championships. Kareem has more all defensive teams than Jordan. So how is he better than Kareem? Because he has 6 Finals MVPs?
There's so many things that make Jordan the GOAT. So many different things that make him the GOAT.
What are those things? Start.
I just told you.
What you just named wasn't enough. It's not
Still
enough.
over the
That's not
finals.
enough.
6-time Final MVP, 5-time NBA MVP, bro. 14-time
enough.
All-Star, 9-time
Not
Defensive
enough.
Player of the
Not
Year,
enough.
a
9-time
slam dunk
Defensive Player of the
champion,
Year.
Not
bro.
enough.
I'm talking about a Defensive Player of
Not
the Year,
enough.
10-time scoring title. I mean, come on, bro. He
Not
was,
enough.
he was
Not
on
enough.
the offensive and defensive side of the ball. When was the last
Not
time
enough.
LeBron James made a defensive team? He's never had a
Not,
defensive player of the year.
when they let the coaches vote. That's when the last time.
Come on, bro.
When the
What are we
coaches
saying
vote.
here? How many MVPs does LeBron James have? How many final MVPs do you have?
Okay.
Come on, bro. It's over with. It's over.
I'm not answering none of your questions. I'm not answering your question. Are you finished? You done?
Jordan
Okay, now
got
that
it
you're
by-
done.
by-
Again, I
Jordan
already
got
said.
it.
You just said you were done. Ace
What's
Boogie.
LeBron
Being
longevity?
better than LeBron doesn't make Jordan the
LeBron
GOAT.
has longevity, and that's all he has. Case closed.
Talking about LeBron doesn't make Jordan the GOAT.
Closed.
Talking about LeBron doesn't make Jordan the GOAT, sir.
Longevity is all LeBron has.
Sir, talking about LeBron doesn't make Jordan the GOAT. I might as well bring Brandon up here because he's God. You guys are just bad. You guys cannot make Jordan the GOAT without talking about LeBron.
No, that's not true. The primary case Jordan has over LeBron, and this is the main argument that you LeBron
Okay,
people
the GOAT debate isn't Jordan over LeBron. It's Jordan over the greatest players of all time, sir. You have to prove why Jordan's the greatest player of all time, not why he's better than LeBron. Being better than LeBron doesn't make you the GOAT.
Right. So that's not my argument. What I'm saying is, Michael, you can't name a single player in NBA history who dominated the NBA the way Michael Jordan did in the 1990s. There's
What
no
is
player in
dominance?
NBA history
What does
that
dominance
dominated
mean?
a decade
What is
the way
dominance?
Jordan
What is
dominated.
dominance?
Let me finish. I'm up here for. I'm not.
No, because you're using vague terms. What does dominance mean? Because Bill Russell dominated his era more than Jordan did.
No, he did not. Bill Russell
Yes, he
did
did,
not
sir.
dominate his era more than Jordan.
Yes, he did, sir.
No, he did not. Michael
Yes, he
Jordan
did.
had. No, he didn't. Jordan
Yes,
had
he did.
MVPs. Okay.
Bill Russell has the same amount, 5. Bill Russell has 5.
Right, but Jordan.
Bill Russell's better than Jordan defensively.
No, Michael Jordan has Finals MVPs, and scoring.
Finals MVP doesn't exist in Bill Russell's era. Bill Russell has
Jordan
rebounding
has 10
titles.
scoring titles.
Bill Russell has 5 rebounding titles, and he led the league in blocks plenty of times, sir.
Okay, so what is more impactful, a scoring title or a rebounding title?
In the 60s,
What
rebounding
is more
titles.
impactful?
Rebounding.
Yeah, right. You're lying. I mean, here's the thing. Michael Jordan's peak is Finals 1993, averaged 40 a game. Michael Jordan's worst Finals 96, Finals MVP. LeBron doesn't have a peak as high as Jordan, and LeBron's worst.
Again, I muted you because you mentioned LeBron. Talking about LeBron doesn't make Jordan the GOAT.
Right, but here's the Michael Jordan had no critical flaw in his game. He was a.
Jordan couldn't go left.
Would you stop every 4
Stop
seconds?
lying.
You're
Jordan
not
couldn't
5
go
years
left
old.
because you're not addressing nothing I said. You're not addressing nothing I said. That's what the debate is about. You have to address what I said. You said I had no criteria. I gave you a criteria. You have no criteria. Jordan did not dominate the NBA more than anybody else. There is no formula that you can pull up to say why Jordan dominated more. Bill Russell had 5 MVPs. Bill Russell had 11 championships. He won as a player and a coach. He won 8 straight years. Between 1959 and 1965, he won 8 straight championships, sir. In 1966, 8 straight championships while averaging damn near 20 points per game and over 20 rebounds per game and being the best defensive player of all time.
Right. So you cannot.
So that's more dominant than Jordan.
Okay, you've said the same thing 9 times. It's on.
No, that's what I'm telling you. No, it's not. I didn't say that. I did not. Oh, wait, I did not say the same thing 9 times. You didn't hear it the first time. It's not my problem. I said it once.
Okay. So you cannot dominate the game of basketball, averaging 15 points a game, shooting 4.
Sir, yes, you can dominate the game of basketball.
No, you cannot.
He did not average 15 points in the stretch that I talked about. He averaged more than that. That is career average. And his peak average, it was higher than that. He dominated the 60s and higher than Jordan did. He didn't have to, matter of fact, he didn't have to score 20 points per game and still was dominant as Jordan was and more dominant than Jordan.
So hold on, let me ask you a question. Who was a better player in the 1960s, Wilt or Bill Russell?
Bill Russell.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you thought
laughing
doesn't help.
Bill Russell won.
That's a nervous laugh.
Bill Russell won. Bill Russell won.
Nervous.
Bill Russell won more in that era. Again, don't bring up stats.
But you're
don't
the one
bring
who
up
said winning
stats.
isn't enough. You said winning's not enough. That's why you said LeBron's ahead of Jordan. Winning's not enough.
No. I said Jordan's winning. I said Jordan's winning is not enough. I didn't say winning is not enough. Jordan's winning is not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bill Russell has the greatest winning. When we're talking about winning, it's Bill Russell. So when you can't, that's our problem. Y'all don't want to talk about Bill Russell without. No, I'm answering your question. He was better than Wilt Chamberlain from 1960 to 1966. That's 7 years out of the 10 years.
Right. So Bill
So that's
Russell
why.
won. Bill Russell won with stacked teams shooting 40%, averaging 15 points a game. He didn't dominate any year. Number one. Number two, when you talk,
Sir, he was the 5-time league MVP. Nobody on his team won an MVP besides Kuzma in his rookie season.
With watered down weak competition.
Same thing with Jordan. Yeah. Jordan was in a watered down era too. Listen, this is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. Against Bill Russell, they use LeBron James fans' argument versus Bill Russell for Jordan. And so did LeBron. LeBron faced far more Hall of Famers than Jordan. Faced harder teams than Jordan. And Jordan lost too, nigga. And Jordan lost too. Jordan lost too compared to Bill Russell. He didn't win more than Bill Russell.
Right.
That's the point.
Because Bill Russell was on stacked teams against dipshit competition.
And Jordan was on stacked teams too and losing. That's the point.
What team was Jordan on that was stacked? What team?
The 1993 Bulls, who had 2 All-NBA. Okay, the 93 Bulls had.
Who was the third best?
You gotta let me answer. The 93 Bulls.
Who was the third?
All defensive player. That's who the third best player was. An all defensive player.
Best scorer. Who was
an all defensive player?
Who was the third?
An all defensive player. It's not about scoring. It's the 90s. You don't need scorers. Because you asked me to answer the question, you won't let me answer. I'm telling you why the Bulls were one of the best teams of all time. You're not letting me answer. They had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on their roster, sir. That never happened in NBA history, but only 6 times. Right. That's what makes them great.
And those players couldn't win shit without Michael Jordan. The Celtics.
Michael Jordan couldn't win shit without those players. 1-9, sir.
Wrong. In 1998, Pippen had no back. Jordan won. Still won.
Sir, the Chicago Bulls were 26 and 28 and 14 with Jordan. 26 and 12 while they had no Scottie Pippen. They were 38 and 8 with Scottie Pippen.
Right.
So they were playing better with Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, the Bulls won almost 70% of their games without Pippen, and Pippen had...
That's a lie. They were 26 and 12. That's not 70%, sir.
Right, I said almost, you dumb fuck.
It doesn't matter. They were 70% when Scottie got there. They were there. They were 70% when Scottie got there. They were 70% when Scottie showed up.
Right, and Scottie had no back. He was being carried on the court in the final.
That's a lie. That is also a lie. That is also another lie, sir. We watch him lead.
Was Scottie Pippen getting carried on the court in the 98 finals, yes or no?
What you mean getting carried?
Yeah,
yes, he was getting carried.
It's getting quiet.
Yes, he was getting carried, nigga, because Michael Jordan wasn't passing the ball. He had 45 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. He wasn't doing nothing else but shooting.
He didn't pass him the ball because Pippen was cooked. He had no...
No! Jordan had 1 assist, 1 rebound. He wasn't doing shit. Scottie was doing everything else. Just like Scottie always does.
No, Scotty disappeared in the fourth quarter like he always does. Because
No, disappeared where in the fourth quarter? He gets the crucial blocks, the crucial steals. He's the one who should. He's the one. I don't care if you drop. You're not dropping no knowledge, nigga. Drop your ass on by. Then drop by, nigga. Drop your ass on. I'll help you. I'll fucking help you. Scottie Pippen was balling out. What is wrong with you? Scottie Pippen was balling. What is wrong with you niggas, man?
Oh shit.
Bro, hey, you gotta be careful, man. I think this dude arguing with you from like he might be disabled or something. So be careful with that.
They're
You might
special
call
ed
them
students.
people
They are special ed students, bro. They're special ed students.
PLD for sure. Yeah, man. That's not even fair fight.
God.
That's not fair fight.
You niggas ride the short bus to GJK every day. I've been told.
He cooked you.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Cook
I'm
what?
still
Cook where?
You cooking grilled cheese,
Y'all
Johnny.
niggas always talk about cooking. Nigga, nobody cares about your ramen noodles, nigga. Go take your fucking sea salt and sodium high ass having ramen noodles, nigga, and be happy. Nobody told you to come to Go James Kingdom and get exposed, nigga. We have fun. Whether you guys show up and get exposed or we here have fun on our own, it doesn't matter. We having fun, nigga. This is Disneyland to us, nigga.
He just exposed.
This is your worst nightmare, nigga. No, he didn't. He didn't expose. No, he got mad. He literally tried to use competition to why Bill Russell won more championships. Think about that. Then he tried to use stats. This nigga said stats. You gotta have stats. What's it about the stats? Forget the championships. We gotta use stats. So Jordan points can trump 5 more championships, but LeBron stats can't trump 2 more championships.
He hit you with the
stats.
You picked him
I
up.
didn't forget about you getting guys pissed off, man. You niggas
That's
is funny, man. You guys think I do not give a fuck about the goddamn Michael Jordan police, man. Fuck every last one of y'all.
Fuck about no police, and I don't give a fuck about no police now. Shit. You know what? You can do whatever you want to do. So it don't mean nothing to me for you to show up tomorrow morning with your head blown off. You understand what I'm saying?
Don't be fucking with Goat James Kingdom, nigga.
No,
that was an unfair fight, bro. Nah, that was unfair. Hey, bro, hey, bro, yeah, you jumped it. Hey, you ever seen somebody get in a fight? You told me they jumped me. Man, it was one person. It was one person. You got jumped by one person.
Yeah, niggas be making up shit. Just be making up shit.
Yeah, they sad too. They always come up with the same arguments.
Yeah, they lie about
copy and paste.
Again, look, they're getting mad.
More
Again,
And
our
then when you
criteria
say-
isn't championships. Wilt Chamberlain could be my second greatest player of all time with only 2 championships because I don't grade players by the amount of championships they have. I grade them by how much they accomplish. What did they do?
Right.
This man is number 1 in points, number 1 in rebounds, all time. Still to this day, and he decided to not score for half his career.
You gotta put the graphic back up, Ajani.
The disrespect that y'all give to Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain is insane, especially Bill Russell.
Nah,
it's hard to big up OG.
You niggas talk about winning and being on the same team. That motherfucker won the most in the less time and on the same team. I don't know what the fuck the complaint is.
And a coach.
A team like Jordan.
Oh, wait. So now, wait. Go ahead, 2 cents. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, look, man, I understand it. So it's hard getting people to understand you got $10,000 a day. It don't mean the same thing in 1950 and the 60s. Inflation's what it meant and all this kind of stuff. But what you're saying, you're trying your best. I give it to you to present it to them and say, look, man, this is it. This is what it is. Not subjectively. You're talking objectively. He is only giving you his personal opinion about things. And when you can sit there and I'm sitting here listening to you, I'm like, damn, man, I wish I had a chance. I'll regurgitate everything you goddamn say and what you printed out because I know it's facts. And somebody ain't never seen basketball before can see exactly what you're saying. I'm like, dude, okay, it's championships. Okay, he don't have the most or whatever, and you trying to compare him to people. Overall, okay, you can't win that game with LeBron. He didn't retire at 14 or 15 years. That dude is still going and still dropping folks off. I'm a hold right there.
Yeah, no, listen. All the way. I got Ace Boogie in the comments, in the private comments, saying this. He say, Ajani said Bill Russell was better than Wilt. Shaking my head. This nigga is a joke. He asked me. It's King Solomon. King Solomon, you got bad background noise, man. Stop unmuting yourself until you want to speak. And same thing with you, David. He asked me about the '60s. Who was better during the '60s? I gave you 7 years or 6 years that Russell was better than Wilt Chamberlain. Again, Wilt Chamberlain played 70, 71, 72, and in 73. So when you take the totality of Wilt's career, it's better than Bill Russell's. But when the era that y'all be wanting to make Wilt Chamberlain better than Bill Russell, he wasn't. And y'all want to do that when Bill Russell was winning championships, when he was dominating the league in the mid 60s and the early 60s. Wilt Chamberlain was not better than him then. That's what y'all want to do, because y'all know if y'all do that, you take away 6, 7 championships from Bill Russell by trying to say that he wasn't the best player in the league, and all, which is, it doesn't matter. He still has the most championships. They didn't win before him. They didn't even win after him.
Look
like
at
y'all gotta
YouTube.
stop this.
They show you
Like,
the YouTube games from back in the day, bro. You know it. I watched that. I was like, damn, okay. I thought Wilt did it. I know you can do certain things, like if I played the Washington Wizards and stuff like that, you can get your numbers up and do something crazy. But what they're not understanding is, I understood as a young man, I understood what my grandfather could do. He could still wring my doggone daddy neck and my neck too if he wanted to. He has a certain power and stuff that he did. It's hard to equate that shit to these new young bulls, which LeBron and everybody else was. Man, they better. I don't give on any metrics that I can even think of, and they sitting up here arguing with you on a channel. I don't even see these type of channels no more. That's what I'm tripping off, bro. I do not know
You know why?
anybody can say anything about it. Like you real brave. You real
You know
brave.
why? You know why? Because YouTube makes it hard for content creators, and a lot of content creators go elsewhere. And
Yeah.
when you go elsewhere, it's specific. YouTube is more universal. You get a lot more people on YouTube. YouTube has a lot more audience, but they really do restrict you on what you can do, right? So as an example, even Low, Low doesn't do lives no more on YouTube anymore. You have to join him on Twitch. And when you go to Twitch, it's different. Like you have to like it's like creating a whole new life for yourself, starting a whole new job. Like I have to go create a whole new account. If you're not originally on Twitch, then you're not gonna go on Twitch. So YouTube has a following, but like you said, it's hard to keep up with YouTube because YouTube is about shocking content. You know what I'm saying? Rage baiting. There's only so much of that you can do to keep your content going. And if you build your following off of that, it's gonna eventually crash. You see what I'm saying? So good thing for us, and which is something that I noticed, it's a good thing that we only do 1 or 2 shows on YouTube a week. Our audience is used to Friday nights and Sunday mornings. But if we were trying to do lives all the time, you know what I'm saying? It would mess people up because we can't do it all the time. But now that I know, we can do it every Friday, we can do it every Sunday, we have a good thing going on YouTube. That's why we're able to last a lot longer than other channels. Because when you were doing like the motel room where you were just randomly going live every day, just randomly picking a time to go live for whatever reason, after you don't go live for a day or 2 or 3 days or 2, your audience goes somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So YouTube is difficult. It's not easy. It's not, and again, you don't make a lot of money with these channels. You really don't. People who make money on YouTube have multiple channels on YouTube, not one channel. Even Gil, go to Gil. Gil has like 4 YouTube channels. Right. He has the Gil Arenas channel. He has the Gilbert Arenas channel. Then he has the some other. He has, like I said, he has Arena Spear channel, and then he has another channel. So he has like 4 different channels.
Yeah, the gaming channel. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, I wish you actually on my bucket list at this point in time. I'm a little bit older than you, type of deal. Bucket list. I know people that know people, whatever. I played basketball with a lot of these guys. Man, I would love. Well, he ain't no do it, but in some kind of way, he can. Let's say LeBron James. I've never seen someone that can have a channel that survives that they wasn't hating on LeBron. I I mean that stuff. I'm like, man, I've never been a hater, so I don't know how a hater really thinks. But I was like, bro, this
Nah,
shit
you're
you
right.
doing is
You're
it's
right, Two
different.
Cents.
It's
You're
different.
right, Two
You gotta
Cents,
admit,
because YouTube is not kind to LeBron fans. I don't know what it is, but like any
right?
LeBron fan channel does not get traction on YouTube.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
what Go James Kingdom changed.
yeah.
What we've changed. That's what we've changed. Again, when we started this YouTube stuff, I had no idea about what was going on in YouTube, bro. I didn't go on YouTube
Right.
for sports. I went on YouTube for documentaries and
Gaming.
yeah, history. I used to watch a lot of history stuff, science stuff, tech stuff to fix the house, things like that. I didn't know there was an actual whole basketball community on YouTube. I had no idea. I had no idea. And then we started Goat James Kingdom. And again, this was all Brandon's idea. Brandon had the whole idea for all of this. All I told him was name it Goat James Kingdom. That's all I told him. And I didn't even know he was gonna actually do that. I was actually joking at first. And when he did it, I was like, oh fuck it. It's gonna be Goat James Kingdom. Let's go. I'm down. We're gonna make a LeBron fan page that's gonna show LeBron's greatness. We're gonna actually show people how great LeBron James is. And that's been our mission from day one. So
It's
and that's
dope.
the GOAT debate. That's the actual GOAT debate. And once you start saying LeBron is great, you're having the GOAT debate. Because people
Yep.
want to tell you why LeBron's not great. People want to, because, again, he was preordained to be the GOAT. So we've
He
been hearing
was.
about LeBron James is supposed to be great since he was 15. So that's why people keep saying, where's this greatness? 22 years, where's this great? I still haven't seen it. Meanwhile, they've been seeing it for 20 something years.
Yep.
But they don't know what greatness is. I mean,
Hey,
listen, this person right here, Courtney, I don't know how a female can be so zesty. But somehow we got a female in here that's as zesty as any zesty Jeffrey. It should never be a female. She called Bill Russell a bum. I was like, let me see. I could have swore I just
right.
saw her put it here. And like, how are you going to call Bill Russell a bum? There
Hey,
you go.
put it
Bill
up.
Russell's a bum. All
Oh my
because,
god.
again, this is all because Michael Jordan's career is not enough.
Oh my god.
That's
Bill
crazy.
Russell's
Bill
a
Russell is a
bum.
bum, but he's better than LeBron. Like, what the fuck?
If he's a bum, what are we? Like, okay, see, that's the thing that I don't like. I was like, okay, if he's a bum or he this, that, and other, I'm like, okay, why would you say that? So you realize you just said everybody else under him is just garbage. They trash. Everybody's trash. Everybody's Bronny James or whatever you want to
I
call
know for a fact that ain't nobody that logged in no NBA minutes is better than Bill Russell. So, nigga, if you sitting on your couch with Cheeto fingers and ball parts, you definitely is worse than
And Bill
trash,
Russell
nigga.
probably
Hey,
blocked the shot
let
of
me
him.
let me ask you a question. What are the odds this is a zesty Jeffrey under a female account?
Hey, Courtney is a male name too, Ajani,
Yeah.
in the South.
it. Yeah, true.
You ain't gonna lie, that
Courtney,
is
I
true.
know,
Courtney is that. Ah, damn, that's fucked up, Courtney. But it says divine power. What man walks around with this thing called divine power?
Nigga, you know it's a bunch of zesty ass niggas dressing up as females in
Testy
2026. Come on
Jeffries,
now.
they might be. If you don't know him personally,
Yo,
I mean, it was like, okay, where they at? In Russia or someone
listen,
just trying to
listen.
People
distort the
that
stream.
It
Courtney,
still makes no sense to
LeBron
me.
did
Like they don't
dominate his
have
era.
eyes. They can't see the
LeBron,
stats. They
they
can't see
can't see
the
that.
achievements. They can't
No,
see anything. It's like so blind to everything.
LeBron James did dominate his era like Jordan dominated his era, if not more. Okay, Jordan's 6 championships doesn't mean he dominated his era more than Jordan. The same way you don't feel Bill Russell's 11 is a sign of domination over Jordan, right? So Jordan having 2 more championships and LeBron able to win not 4 championships in 22 years, but in 17 years, because it took him 17 years to win 14 championships. Okay? He has those 14 championships on his, those 4 championships on his resume. That is the most from 2004 and on. No one has more championships. He's won the most MVPs in that era, the most finals MVPs in that era, the most all NBAs in that era, the most All Stars in that era, the most points in that era. Like how much more do you need LeBron James to do to show you that he dominated his era? The most player of the months, the most player of the weeks. In his era, all of these are all accolades that belong to LeBron James. The most conference titles, the most playoff appearances. He has more He has more playoff wins than like 90% of NBA teams in history.
Right. Where'd you
So
wake up with this type? Okay, have you heard of the term moxie?
yeah, there was a movie in the '80s with
Yeah, it's a term. They don't use it
yeah,
no more. But
it's like a Eastern European Greek term. It's like it's basically having
he's showing
balls.
balls. You got
Yeah.
balls. I'm like, it's
Hmm.
called moxie. It's in you. You cannot. I'm like, you cannot teach a lot of people how to have moxie. And for you to have a channel like this, when I tell you, I done seen a thousand different YouTube channels. For you to have the moxie and Google it or whatever you want to do and look at the definition. I know I'm a little bit older, for you to say that and be able to survive on the internet and stuff like that, man, it's a million hater channels for what is actually true about LeBron than it is what you're doing. I'm like, man, this dude over here doing yeoman's work, or I'm gonna say noble work, so most people understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, it's crazy. But hey,
Yeah.
do your thing. But you on my bucket list. Just know that.
I appreciate that, man. Listen, man, become a GJK member. It doesn't cost much to support what we do here in Goat James Kingdom. Let me address Courtney again, the Zesty in the comments. Again, Michael Jordan had a better team and dominated because the Bulls dominated, not because of Michael Jordan. And again, Michael Jordan didn't have to face a Kevin Durant and a Stephen Curry. What team did Jordan ever have in his era that had two good players on the same team like that to win two back-to-back championships during his era? When did Jordan ever have a team like the Boston Celtics to win? LeBron probably would have beat the Lakers in 2008 and made the finals in 2008 if it wasn't for the Celtics teaming up. Like, LeBron played in a tougher era and he still dominated just as good as Jordan, if not more, because he was in a tougher era. You're proving our point.
Right.
You're proving our point. Bill Russell didn't let nobody win two championships in his era like Jordan did. Jordan let two other people win two championships in his era.
Hey, Jordan
When
never
did
beat a
when
team with
did
two
when
MVPs
did
on it. That's for damn sure.
when did Bill Russell let somebody win back-to-back championships in his era twice like Jordan did? And it was really three times. Jordan let three players win back-to-back championships in his watch. Matter of fact, no, we can't do that. Three times. That never happened in Bill Russell's era. So Jordan didn't dominate more than Bill Russell. Every time you guys try to make Jordan the GOAT because of winning, all it does is backfire because it only going to point to Bill Russell. Bill Russell's your GOAT. Okay? Leave me alone, Courtney. Go drink some Hennessy tonight and be proud. Bill Russell's your GOAT. Not Jordan.
Robert Ory's their
That
GOAT.
don't make no sense. Robert Ory's not their GOAT
Robert
neither.
Ory.
Everything that they be
Yeah.
saying, they literally trying to throw Bill Russell's career on Jordan to say why Jordan's the GOAT. Bill Russell dominated his era more. And remember, Bill Russell didn't dominate his era because of championship because he only scored 15 points. But now Jordan dominated his era because of championships.
It's not enough.
Just like Inside said, they contradict themselves all the time. Jordan's career is not enough.
Yeah, they
It's
talk out of
never
both
going to
sides
be
of their
enough.
mouth.
Never. And mind you, this is the funniest. Out of all shows, we're supposed to be talking about LeBron. And they love to talk about LeBron. But I've proven how great LeBron James is that now they only want to talk about Jordan. Tonight's show is supposed to listen, I just showed y'all a game where LeBron James had 9 turnovers and I showed you all 9 turnovers. I showed you LeBron James shoot 2 air balls. There's really 3 air balls in this game. In a playoff game. And his team won by 1 point, scoring 73 points. And instead of trying to talk bad about LeBron, they're still trying to figure out a way to prove Jordan's the GOAT. Ladies and gentlemen, I am legitimately changing basketball discourse. By myself. I mean, I got y'all to help me, but literally, full head on. But these guys are up at night trying to plot a way to make Jordan the GOAT. They are no longer interested in talking basketball. They have to find a way to prove Jordan's the GOAT in GOAT James Kingdom. They can't do it.
Yeah, and all they say is the same things over and over again. 6-0.
Same things.
6-0.
Hey, I told you, copy paste niggas, man. It's over with.
Right. LeBron James about to have 12,000 assists. He's about to have 12,000 rebounds.
Hey, he's about to pass Steve, or what was it? I think he's about to pass Jason Kidd right now on assists.
Yeah.
You need like
No, listen. Check this out. Y'all wasn't here to see this because this was in the beginning of the show. So since y'all here now, I'm gonna play it for y'all now. Listen to what Gilbert Arenas says about LeBron James, and listen to what Hubie Brown says about LeBron James.
This first round matchup from Cleveland features two of the top 4 scorers in the NBA, 24-year-old Gilbert Arenas and 21-year-old LeBron James. Arenas is in awe at the gifts that James has in terms of physical ability.
He's one of those players when you just look at his size, his body, his speed, and you just wonder how does one player get all of that? And, you sit there and you just wish, like, man, if I had his strength, how good would I have been? But, he's a kid that's so gifted that understands the game of basketball and is going to carry him to, be mentioned with Michael Jordan.
That last part that Arenas talked about, his understanding of the game, in addition to the physical ability, is what makes him so special.
Absolutely. The vision. The vision, Mike, he sees all 10 players, and then they can make the play.
At times, stripped. Welcome back to Cleveland. Opening quarter of game 1. At 21, the poise and maturity are amazing. One way he shows his age, yes, like many of us, still bites his nails. But
that's crazy how he be biting his nails like that.
All-time leader.
Look at this, y'all.
They're gonna say
really young.
he's strong.
Look at these records.
This is crazy as shit. Look at this.
Look.
Yeah. Youngest ever
crazy.
Triple-double, points in a single season
Look.
this year, the All-Star Game MVP.
That's crazy. This is 21-year-old LeBron.
The numbers that he's accomplished, and he just turned 21 this past December.
Well, I think when you say 6,000 points, he scored 6,000, over 6,000.
Gilbert lost because he complimented LeBron.
1,500 assists.
Yeah, he's just like this right now. What he's talking about.
Has been able to obtain.
Yeah, that was funny. That's funny, Adrian. That's funny because I know Gilbert Arenas is watching too as well. Gilbert Arenas was looking at himself like, man, look at me. I was so young then. Oh my God, man. Hopefully I don't flashbacks, Gilbert Arenas, because I know you went through a lot. Because I know, like you said, it was tough to end your career. You were so great at what you did, especially back then. You was at the height of your career. But again, he talked about how LeBron. You heard him even then. He was glazing LeBron and being a LeBron sexual, talking about LeBron's going to be mentioned next to Mike. And Plato would tell us that's not what he said. He didn't mention him with Mike. He didn't say that at all. You think he was saying that he was better than Mike? No, he just compared him to Mike. He's basically telling you that by the end of LeBron James' career, bro, this guy's going to be in the conversations with Michael Jordan. That's Gilbert Arenas' GOAT.
That's 20 years
and
old.
He saw that at 21, exactly, at 21 years old. Exactly.
Yeah.
And what LeBron James was doing at that time in 2006, the only person who ever did that was Oscar Robinson, which back then we thought was an anomaly. People were like, yo, nobody would ever be Oscar Robinson. Ever. No one would ever compare anybody to Oscar Robinson. The closest person that was compared to Oscar Robinson was Jason Kidd, and that was only because of triple doubles, not because of nothing else. Because Jason Kidd couldn't score like Oscar.
Yeah. And then
he could rebound and pass. He could rebound and pass.
He could rebound and pass. He could have scored.
That's why. But that was the only reason he was compared to Oscar, because of his rebounding, passing. But LeBron was compared to him because of the points. Because Oscar was scoring, LeBron was scoring, passing, rebounding, doing everything. Jason Kidd wasn't doing that.
Yeah. Remember when they called him Asian?
Yeah, Asian Kid. They had funny names: Asian Kid, Irk Nowitzki, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, they had funny names. So this idea that LeBron James was thrusted into the GOAT debate for whatever reasons, whether it's the media, whether it was because of the fans, whether because it was the NBA, and no, it was because of LeBron James. It was because everybody who saw him play at an early age said to themselves, this kid is the best thing we've seen. There's nobody, everybody says that about him.
Yeah.
You got to put you on mute there, 2 Cents. You in the background. Again, listen, get your lady some chocolate, get your lady some flowers. Do right. I don't want to hear y'all crying tomorrow and Sunday because you wasn't doing right to your lady.
Yeah. The media has also been trying to stop him, certain members of the media, from being as great. Oh, he's not that great. And you hear all the bullshit they say from the Skip Baylesses of the world.
Yeah, those are the ones that didn't want him to pass Michael Jordan. They're actually watching him pass Michael Jordan. So in their mind, they're like, oh, yeah, this kid's going to be great. But he's, it's not. Remember, Jordan just retired. This kid just got drafted. Come on now, we just let us enjoy Jordan's retirement a little bit. But then it was too late because LeBron James, by 2006, the youngest player to average 30 points in NBA history, was dominating the NBA. He was an MVP candidate in 2006. at 21 years old.
Yep.
Like, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
He was second in MVP in 06. You know.
And the only one who probably could have pulled
That's,
that off if he was allowed to play in the NBA at the time was Wilt Chamberlain.
and Kareem. And Kareem.
They also teach you 11 is greater than 6. They
Oh,
also
wait,
teach you
Johnny.
that.
Johnny, you
7
gotta realize.
is more than 6.
Hey, Johnny, special ed class, they told guys like Helly and the other Zesties that 6 was greater.
Yep,
They taught
exactly.
them 6 in special
Yeah,
ed class.
exactly. Special ed class, because when they went writing down the numbers correctly, when they said which one was the greater number, they still put it wrong and they still got an A. Nobody told them anything.
Exactly.
6 is better than 11. That's what they say.
Yep.
It's not because of Stephen Curry, man. Y'all, why y'all keep praising Stephen Curry?
What?
Yeah.
Stephen Curry doesn't have the most championships as the best
Oh
player.
my
Like y'all love to
goodness,
think.
man.
It's because of Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry. It's not just Stephen Curry. Again,
Klay Thompson.
all these guys that you guys be talking about, Michael Jordan has a teammate that has the same amount of championships as him. Stephen Curry has 3 other teammates that have the same amount of championships as him. Obviously, those guys are not winning championships without those teammates. LeBron James don't have no teammate that he won a championship with that has the same amount of championships as him. None. So, Dwayne Wade got 3 because he got 2 with LeBron. Chris Bosh got 2 because he got 2 with LeBron.
Yep.
AD got 1 because he got 1 with LeBron. Kyrie got 1 because he got 1 with LeBron. So
Kevin Love got 1 because of LeBron.
Because of LeBron.
Yeah.
So and none of them other dudes. Danny Green got 2 championships. He ain't got 1. He only got 1 with LeBron.
Chris Bosh got
No,
2
Danny
because he
Green
played
got
with
2.
who?
Danny Green got 3.
He got
Yeah,
3
he
of them.
got 3 because with
He
the
got.
Spurs.
Oh yeah, he does
The
got 3.
Spurs.
He got 3.
The
Yeah, he won
Spurs,
2
yeah.
with the Spurs.
And the
No,
Raptors.
when he went 2 with the
One
Spurs.
with the
One
Spurs.
with
Spurs
Oh
and
yeah,
Raptors.
he
20,
won with the
2014,
Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won
2014.
with the
And
Raptors.
2019, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won. Damn, so he won a championship with the Raptors and then went to the Lakers and then won a championship. Damn, that's
Yep, he's
crazy.
a
Yeah.
back-to-back champion.
Back to back.
Yeah.
You know
Back
that
to
he,
back.
North
the
Carolina.
Cavaliers. Cavaliers drafted him, right?
Yeah, no 9.
Yeah.
No, I think he won undrafted. He might have won undrafted. Boy,
No, I
Yeah.
I
think
know
he
he was
was
there for
drafted.
his rookie
No,
season.
he was drafted.
No, he
One, but
won't undrafted.
he was drafted there in 09.
He was drafted.
No,
He was a late second round pick or second round pick though. He was
Yeah.
drafted though.
he came out of Carolina. I
Yeah, I'm
represent
about to
that.
say, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he came out of
yeah,
UNC.
nah. He ain't
Yeah.
undrafted. Don't play him like that.
Yeah.
Hey, three
Yeah.
time NBA champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. 3-time champ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yep.
did. He did. He
46,
did have a.
46
He had
picks.
a. He had a crazy series versus the Heat. That was a crazy. He wasn't missing
Yeah.
nothing. That whole
Yep.
series, he was just draining. It
Working at
didn't matter who
them.
was his guard.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who was on
Yeah.
top of him. He was
They had to
making
make
them. I was like,
adjustments on
yo.
him.
And that's why he's greater than Chris
Game
Paul all
6,
the
they
time
made
because
him
he has
put the
3
ball on
rings.
the floor.
Oh yeah, thank you, son.
Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear what Chris Bosh said about LeBron leaving Miami?
Oh, what he
Oh,
say?
he said so.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it. I was gonna
No.
post it. He basically said that he was hurt because he said he found out 10 minutes before LeBron told everybody that he was leaving. He sent him a text. He said him and Bron really got into it at first, but then he kind of got over it. But he said it took him a few months. He said he kind of understood why LeBron left, but he was like he wanted LeBron to come back, and he was saying how like when LeBron left, it kind of changed everything with the Heat and what they were doing because he was like now they were looking at him and Dwayne Wade to give him 25, and he was like, man, like my knee hurts. Like I don't know if I can give y'all 25 points tonight. And he was saying it was kind of like he said that was the hard part because he was like, we always had number 6 to just look at it, be like, yo, 26 was gonna get us 28, 8 and 8 easily. Like we just he said it just made it easy. I didn't have to do much. He's like, now LeBron's gone, I got to score 25 tonight. Man, I'm not doing that. So I can't do that. My knees hurt tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just thought it was funny that he said that, but he was just saying how he was hurt that LeBron left, but eventually he got over it. And he said it took him some time. That he said for months he was kind of upset about it, but he kind of understood why LeBron left and what was happening. But he thought that they could have retooled and went for another shot at it, which they had a chance. I think they could have beat. I think they could have beat the Warriors, but I don't know. I don't know if maybe Chicago or one of those teams would have gave the Heat some trouble. Maybe not. LeBron
I don't
made
know.
yeah. LeBron
After
got
we saw what Chris
yeah.
Bosh and Dwayne Wade did in that 2014 finals, I don't really blame LeBron for being like, I need to get out of here,
Yeah, I'm
man,
about to
because
say
he's
them
not
niggas
trying to
were
have
ass,
a
bro.
repeat.
They was
Yeah, he
ass.
wasn't trying to have a repeat of what happened when he was in Cleveland for
No,
three
Yeah.
I
straight
think no.
years, getting bounced out the
Yeah,
playoffs.
no. I think he did exactly what he said he wanted to do. I think he said to himself, you know what, winning a championship is not easy, and it's no guarantee that we're going to continue to win here in Miami. There's a lot going on with Pat Riley. There's a lot. It's not easy. I'm just going to go back home and win a championship. I feel comfortable. I got Kyrie over there. He's younger. I can go back home. I can win a championship there. We can get some players, and we can win a championship. Cleveland was ready to have him come back, bro. They realized it. Like, they messed up. They realized it, bro. When LeBron James changes the whole future of a franchise, they always talk about Jordan changing the Bulls. This is what LeBron James did. This is changing the franchise.
Look at the
This is
money.
changing everything. Yes, this is
Not even
changing
just the
Yeah.
everything.
franchise, the
This is
entire
crazy,
city.
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
look back, because I watched a documentary about LeBron's decision, and they're basically
Hmm.
talking about how LeBron alone affected the economy of almost the entire state of Ohio.
Well, they did.
Definitely Cleveland for
Yeah.
sure.
Remember they had that parade, that song about LeBron, please stay. That's
Bro,
what
Yeah.
Yeah.
their tourism while LeBron was there went up like I think it was like over
Yeah.
800% or something like that because people always wanted to go and see where LeBron grew up. They wanted to go see that town. They want to go watch him play
Yeah.
games. So they were getting a lot of they're making a lot of money off of LeBron. So it's no wonder they were so pissed off when he left.
So
you
that's what I'm
remember they
saying.
had
So when he came back, so when he comes back, they're like, yeah, we see what you did in Miami. We're gonna give it to you. And like I said, if it wasn't for a new collective bargaining agreement of 2016 offseason that allowed the Warriors to get a Kevin Durant basically like for free, they would have
I
racked up more
still think
championships in Cleveland as well.
I still think the NBA set that up because at the end of the day, like there's no way something that anomalous happens right when Kevin Durant gets his what was he, a free agent or did they
Yeah, he
trade
was
him?
a free agent. He was a free
Yes,
agent.
yeah,
He was a
it
free
just
agent.
doesn't make sense,
No,
man. It just
no,
doesn't
no,
make
but
sense.
because there was a player friendly CBA that allowed them to be able to sign that type of deal with Kevin Durant. That's the whole point. It opened up the CBA opened up more cap space. Like it went from like normally the cap space will increase maybe like 5-10%, but for some reason that offseason it increased like 15 to 20%. So it allowed them
Because
to
of the
have
new
more.
TV deal.
Yeah, exactly. So it allowed them to have more cap space and stuff like that. So that really is what changed everything. That's what helped
Uh,
them do that. So
and Steph Curry was on such a small contract because of all his
Yeah, he was
Oh
on a
goals.
very
yeah,
team friendly contract for a
Yeah.
superstar.
the $12
And
million
Kerr
dollar
was
deal.
making more money than they probably wouldn't have been able. Even if they had that CBA, if he
exactly.
was making more
Ex-
money, they wouldn't have been able to do
Yeah.
shit.
They
But
lined
still,
And
up
no.
look
for
at the
But
batting
but
Let me say
the
this
first like
about
4
that whole
years.
LeBron thing and his contract. I
uh
can
huh.
still remember when Kobe, after they was winning championships, Kobe was getting in the newspaper and saying things like, "I want to be traded," and all that kind of stuff like that. We hold Kobe and Michael to a different standard and Magic because they were on the same team all their career. However, I'm looking at it different. I'm like, man, imagine going back after this dude that was doing the owner saying all these things to you, treat you like you dang on borderline slave. Come back, win a championship for your hometown. In my eyes, that was more beautiful. I don't care. You stay with your team for 15 years, 20 years. That's still good. But that story that LeBron did, Michael could never. I'm sorry. I love Michael. He could never. And he didn't. And that's objectively. He didn't. Forget my goddamn biased opinion and my feelings. He didn't do what LeBron did, man. You can't recreate some shit. Michael didn't play 20 years. All this shit that you want to say, if, we talking about a man that is still doing it right now today. That's the crazy part.
so
I mean,
let me
it's amazing what you said because, people talk about team loyalty all the time. LeBron was in Cleveland for 11 years and he went to 5 finals with that one team. He's been to more finals in Cleveland than he's been anywhere else. So when you talk about loyalty, he put all the banners up in that house. He brought that team all the money in the world. when they were just a small franchise, not going anywhere, and he completely changed their entire destiny.
Yeah.
Go ahead
People
inside.
like
Go ahead
to,
inside.
yeah, people like to talk about the loyalty thing and things of that nature. Well, first of all, if we're gonna talk about the loyalty with certain players in the '90s, you couldn't leave your team. Free agency wasn't. It was a thing, but it wasn't what we know it as today. Number two, how is playing out one's contract? He played out all of his contracts. He didn't request for a trade. He played out of every last one of his contracts, fulfilled his obligations, and then signed somewhere else that he has a right to do. So I don't see how we're talking about being loyal, but what's more loyal than making sure you finish your obligations, not cowarding out, and requesting out like a lot of other players do. I know there's another player who played 20 years that people consider to be loyal that requested a trade out of there as well. What is wrong with playing out a contract and using your own player right to go sign somewhere else in a better situation?
And listen, I can guarantee y'all, if Michael Jordan had a free agent ability after 5 years in Chicago, he would have not been on the Bulls. He
Oh, he
would
would
have
have
left.
been gone.
Yeah,
He would have
he would have
left.
been
He would
gone.
have left. He
Yeah,
would have left the Bulls. For
Yeah.
sure. For
he might have
sure.
went
Nigga, he
to
didn't even
he might
go
have went
back
to
to the
Celtics.
Bulls when he
Where
had
y'all
an
think he would have
opportunity.
He
went?
would
He
have
went
went
to
to
play for the
Celtics.
Where
Wizards.
would he go?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, he would have
I
went
don't
to
know. I
Celtics.
don't know where he would have went, but Jordan would
Detroit.
have
Celtics.
not stayed. He
The
probably would have
Celtics.
went to a winning franchise. Yeah, he
Lakers.
probably would have went to
Yeah,
a winning franchise. He probably would have went somewhere like the
Detroit. Come
Celtics,
yeah,
here.
something like
yeah,
that.
like
That would have been
Lakers,
like, yeah, we'll
Celtics.
pay you and we'll
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah,
probably
he
go
would have went.
somewhere
He
where
would have
they
went to a
got
team
like,
that could.
Celtics. Yeah,
He would
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
He
go ahead,
would
but
have.
the
brother.
He would have went
judge
somewhere
had to
though.
strike it
No,
down.
no, because he didn't like being on the Bulls. He didn't like playing for Jerry Krause. He didn't like none of that. They gave him a short term. Remember, Jordan was also outperforming his contract. But the
yeah,
only
Right.
reason Jordan didn't really care that much because he was making so much money on endorsements on the sides, so it really didn't matter to him because like he said, he really loved playing the game of basketball. But he did not like playing for Jerry Krause. He did not like the Bulls organization. He didn't like it. He didn't like none of that stuff, and he wanted to leave the Bulls, but he just couldn't. They had him under contract, and they were like, "We're not trading you. We're not doing nothing." So just they were definitely not
Yeah,
trading Jordan. They were not trading
Now
Jordan for
we
sure.
the
saw
other
how
stuff, the
Jordan was
judge would
treating
have
that
struck
nigga
that down.
Jerry Krause on the Last Dance documentary, so we know
yeah,
clearly he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the judge would strike that down based upon speculation. Your Honor, they would have struck that down on what we thought. And it's all good. But at the end of the day, man, I love the internet because you can talk subjectively, but when you get somebody that's talking objectively, you got to sit in the little boy seat. Because I'm telling you real, okay, LeBron ain't played this many years. He don't have this. That's objectively. Your personal feelings and your biasness does not count in the argument. That's what I'm saying. It
That's
doesn't
a fact.
count.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Superman can beat up Spider-Man. Stop with that bullshit. But that drives the internet on what you're doing. It's great content. I can say that. But when I saw Exposer rip that dude up, I was like, oh my God. Because I never seen a channel where you can actually say something good about LeBron. And it might be two, and I can't even tell you the other one. That's the crazy thing that I'm saying. This channel and what he's doing, I'm like, man, I hope it blows up way bigger than what it is. But I already know what it is. I know the haters. They got hate in their heart. Okay, I know what a hater do. They supposed to hate.
If we're talking about subjective and objective in terms of the GOAT debate, I've never seen, and I don't use this criteria for mine, but I've never seen a criteria that's more objective, literally, than Ajani's criteria. It literally,
Yeah,
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 quite literally, it
yeah,
takes all
right.
anything you have done in NBA history, everything, and it says
yeah,
how close are you to having this. That is the most objective
yeah,
criteria ever. How can anyone argue
yeah.
against? You can't argue against that.
Exactly.
Look
Yes,
at
no
it.
feelings involved. No feelings involved. Just stats, achievements, and accolades.
Stats,
You know.
accolades, and
You know,
achievements.
you know,
Yeah.
Records,
you
excuse
know
me.
what's so what's so funny that I'm so objective that they be begging for me to be subjective. Remember, Plato asked me last
Right.
night. He was
Yeah.
like, because I was showing him this graph and I was telling him how, in Goat James Kingdom we don't have no biases because he was like, do you value all of these the same? And I was like, well,
Right.
we're not using our value. I'm not giving you no biases. I'm not giving you my subjective. This is all the greatest accomplishments. So these are all great. How close are you to these accomplishments? He wouldn't accept it. They be wanting you to be biased so that they can argue with your biases. Just like Brandon, he's going to ask you, who do you think could win? That is very subjective. There is no objective measure to measure how a team could win in one era compared to another team in another era. But they want to argue your subjective take because you can't prove it. So it becomes who can sound the smartest. When you're talking to a bunch of Zesty Jeffries, they think they're smart when they're talking to each other, but then they come here and they realize how dumb they sound. And he's back again. Brandon is back again. I don't know why. What they be
He's back again for
I don't
some
know
more.
what he. I don't know
He's
what
a
he wants to
glutton
talk
for
about.
pain. He's a glutton for pain. Go ahead, let him. Yeah, let him.
I don't know what he wants to. I don't know what he wants to talk about.
So, first of all, the reason Jordan retired after 14 years is he accomplished everything there was to accomplish. LeBron's chasing him at year 22, number one. Number two, Jordan would have never left Chicago. It didn't matter if there was free agency, because you're talking about Jerry Krause. He had a very good relationship with Phil. Part of the reason he retired in 98 is Phil was done because his daughter's drug addiction. And Jordan had a good relationship with Reinsdorf. When Jordan retired after the 93 season, one of the reasons he played baseball is the owner of the Bulls, Reinsdorf, also owned the White Sox. So, you guys don't know any facts. It's just like listening to ignorant kids shit themselves listening to this panel. You really don't know any facts.
Sir,
I have facts. Hold on. I got this. I got this insight. You can trust me. You're gonna go into a world of craziness if you argue with him. Jordan demanded a trade in 1989. Jordan did not get along with Jerry Krause.
No, that was because of the.
I didn't ask you anything. You have to shut up and listen. I let you speak. You said I have no facts.
A serious trade.
It was a trade request by Jordan.
That was because the
Jerry Reinsdorf shot it down. That's it. I'm not trading you. That's it. It was nothing. Jordan was ready to go. So if Jordan would have had a 5-year deal and would have been able to be a free agent, like LeBron James was a free agent after 2007, Jordan would have left the Bulls. And he wouldn't have stayed with the Bulls. He could have got more money to go elsewhere as well. He was going to leave the Bulls in 96 after winning his 4th championship. But what happened was the new collective bargaining agreement made it hard to leave the teams because only the Bulls could offer him $30 million.
No,
the Knicks couldn't offer him that. He was on his way to New York until Jerry Reinsdorf added $30 million to the table and gave Jordan a 1-year, $30 million deal.
That was a leverage play. You dumb fuck.
It doesn't matter. Leaving the Cavaliers was a leverage play.
No.
What are you talking about? Again, I'm not done. I'm not done talking, Brandon. When I'm done, you can speak. So again, Michael Jordan had multiple opportunities to leave the Bulls, but couldn't because he was under contract. And even when he was eligible to leave the Bulls, he made a decision to do it, but just couldn't turn down $30 million, especially when Jordan never even made $30 million in the NBA in his career.
He made his money off the court. It didn't matter.
I understand that, but you're not going to turn down $30 million. That's the point.
Right.
You're not gonna. Nobody's turning down $30 million in the middle of the '90s, sir. That's a lot of money.
Right.
A lot. That's more than what players are making today.
Not the best players. That's actually role player.
No, it's not, sir. $30 million today is like $60 million. The only players making $60 million SGA.
No.
And he got back-to-back years getting $30 million.
Right. And again, everybody knew Jordan was not going to New York. That was a leverage play.
Sir, he was leaving. I'm not done talking. He was on his way out the door. That's why they had to give him $30 million. He was on his way out.
No.
He was gone.
No.
They had to give him $30 million to stay.
No, the New York conversation was a leverage play. And again, Jordan had a very good relationship with Phil.
Leverage for what?
Okay, I heard
what leverage? No, leverage for what? What is Jordan leveraging? If the Chicago Bulls want to pay him $30 million, why do they have to? Why does Jordan have to ask them for $30 million? Why?
Because it was unprecedented for a player to get $30 million.
Why?
In the NBA.
Why?
Why? Because that's
why.
Salary cap.
Hold on.
If Jordan's not leaving, why would I pay him 30? If he's not leaving, why am I paying him 30?
Because his value to the Chicago Bulls was far greater.
If he's not leaving, why am I paying him 30? If he's gonna play for 20, why am I paying him 30?
Value to the team was far greater.
No, it's not, because the Knicks are gonna give him 25.
No.
That's why the Knicks are gonna pay him $25 million, and that's why.
Right.
Yes, that did matter. They had to match. That's why they gave him 30.
Jordan was never going to.
I want this dude so bad.
No, I don't want y'all to go. It's gonna go into a rant because he's never gonna stick to what you're saying. I know how to deal with him. You see how I keep him in the pocket. I'm keeping him in the pocket.
Yeah, you gotta let Ajani handle
Michael
it.
Jordan was old school. Jordan was
Hey,
never
let him
going to go to
pause
a
for a
team.
second.
Jordan was never going to a team.
Nah, bro, just let Ajani get it. He got it.
Sir, you are not Michael Jordan. Stop telling me what Michael Jordan would have did not did when we know that's what he did, man. Go get the fuck out of here, man. See what I'm saying?
Johnny, he was actually Jordan's
hold on.
agent. So that's how he knows all this.
Hey, hold on.
He was Jordan's
Hey,
agent.
AJ, let me say this. He doesn't see this when you talking to people like that. He doesn't even understand. You can Google it yourself. It's not just me. If you made $30 million in the 90s, the equivalent today is $74 million in a contract. I don't know no NBA player that's making $74 million. And so they're trying to make light of it because their mind doesn't know it and can't even register it. Just put that number in there. Michael Jordan, 30 million in the 90s.
2 cents.
And look at it in inflation. Dude, that's a $75 million contract all day.
2 cents. Let me ask you this. Somebody
Yes, sir.
an NBA team offers you $74 million. You saying no?
Hell fuck no. Nigga, I'll play for the Hornets or the Wizards right now for $75 million.
That's the whole point. That shows you how much Jordan was out the door that they went to that extreme to keep him. That's the point. That's what he fails to realize. So this idea that he was like Jordan's gonna stay with the Bulls, again, he retired. He quit on them.
Come on.
The only reason,
money.
the only reason they let him go play with the Washington, with the baseball team because they were still paying him. They was like, well, if I'm still gonna pay him, at least go play baseball.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna go on. I could go on hater mode and be like Skip and tell you the reason why he really left because he couldn't control his gambling and they was gonna suspend him anyway. See all those stuff and on your show, of course, I'm gonna say allegedly, but I know these things are out there that Michael Jordan did because he was he's still doing that stuff, gambling stuff to this day. I'm not gonna go on full hater mode. You already know.
But it wasn't just the gambling. It wasn't just the gambling. It was the fact that he was involved in money laundering.
Right.
That's enough. It wasn't just the gambling aspect. It was the fact that the gambling. Yeah, I don't know. The gambling supposedly, but not allegedly, it was true. He admitted to it. He admitted to signing checks, but he claims it was for gambling. Yeah. But the government says, well, no, this was used to funnel money.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Jordan had to admit to it, but he admitted to it. Basically, he was under immunity. They were like, we don't want to arrest you. We don't want to, but we need to know what's going on here because we can get you in big trouble.
Yeah,
he get in big trouble because of this.
He owed them so much money that they used his money to launder their money.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's pretty dark. But you gotta say allegedly for the show.
Yeah, no, because remember, that's not allegedly. He lied. Originally, he said it was a loan.
Okay.
Then he had to retract that when they put him to court and say, well, listen, if it's a loan, this is money laundering. Then he was like, well, wait. I'm not really doing money laundering. It was really because of a gambling debt. And I like to gamble, play on the golf course, That's an easy way to slide off, right? Because there is no law against gambling. Like I can gamble with my friends all the time. Legal gambling is illegal, but I can gamble with my friends all the time. We can make wagers. I can't go to jail if I bet 2 cents right now, $100 the Lakers win or lose. That's not that's not illegal. You see what I'm saying? So Jordan betting on the golf course is not an illegal action, right? But the fact that he's dealing with money launderers and drug people and mafia associates, now that becomes in today's society that's a RICO Act.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go, come on. Yeah, you start go too dark. Because that's still my brother. Hey, that's still my brother.
What do you mean?
I know you know, man. And there's people in this room. They know.
It's Friday. It's
exposure time.
No, it's Friday the 13th. We talking about it. I am the Zesty Jeffrey Nightmare. On Friday the 13th, we don't hold back. When Jason comes looking for you, he don't stop. You can run as fast as you want to run. He will be slow trotting right behind you. And once he gets you, it's a wrap.
Get the tail chop, man.
It's a wrap. you're going to be screaming in your bra and panties, just like Zesty Jeffries.
Oh man, I
Guess
forgot
what?
it is
Guess
Friday
what, hey,
13th.
Johnny? They're gonna be doing that, and it's still not enough.
Uh-huh.
Enough.
It's still not enough. Again, Jordan's career is not enough, man. Listen, man. Listen. Let's end tonight's show because it's officially Valentine. It's officially Valentine's Day on the East Coast. I know some of y'all fellas live on the West Coast, but it's officially Valentine's Day, so it's time for me to go be with the wife and spend time with the wife for the next 24 hours. You are not going to hear nothing from me in GOAT James Kingdom. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you gentlemen for showing up here. Even the Zesties like Ace Boogie and Brandon Katz, you guys are really brave for showing up on a Friday night. Most Zesties won't even dare do that. But again, you're brave to come here to defend your Zesty Jeffrey logic, to get exposed like you do every other Friday night. But this is what we do here on GOAT James Kingdom platform. We're also streaming on FYF Sports Debate. So shout out to everybody who's watching us on FYF Sports Debate. Don't forget to catch Lamont tomorrow. He will be on the TikTok Takeover Live. He will be with the rest of these gentlemen. You'll hear Olo, Womboy, New World, Inside the Arc, King Shy. All those guys will be there on TikTok to have fun with us talking basketball. If you are part of the TikTok community, join us on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we talk the GOAT debate and plenty of things in basketball. But also, don't forget Sunday show. You know, Brandon and I are the Clutch Sports Hitmen. Now, I won't be on Sunday show this week, but Brandon will definitely have a great show for you guys with King John. So again, Sunday, noon Eastern time, GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. We are the Clutch Sports Hitmen. But again, this is the Friday night exposure with the Exposer. I go live every Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. I don't hesitate. I bring the fire. I come for the smoke. I came here to show y'all why LeBron James is the greatest player to ever play. And tonight, we showed you why he was ordained to be the GOAT of basketball. It is Friday the 13th, though. It just ended now. It's officially the 14th. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with what we know is the greatest basketball what you got for me?
Oh yeah. Hey, give me that guy name that you cooked earlier. We trying to figure it out. What I can rewind it. He might have been white. I don't know.
Brandon Katz. His name.
Okay, so I know. Y'all know him. I don't know him.
Wall Street.
Y'all
Brandon.
know him. I don't know him.
Wall Street Brandon is his name. Brandon Katz is his real name.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. We good. Damn, but good show, man.
He be all over social media, man. He be all over social media talking that silly stuff. That's what he is. He's as zesty as they get. But like I told y'all, man, this is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I want to thank everybody who joined me here tonight. You gentlemen be safe tonight. Like I said, make sure you get your mother, your aunties, your grandma, any beautiful lady in your life, flowers, candies. Show your appreciation to the women that live in your life, because, again, without the women in our lives, we are not the men that we are. So with that being said, I'm going to leave y'all, like I said, with the best song. This is the GOAT James Bible song from GOAT James Kingdom, and peace and blessings. And again, you have officially been exposed by the Exposer.
In the shadow of the throne, GOAT James reigns supreme. Crafted arguments so sharp, they cut just like a dream. Jordan fans in denial, clutching at their straws. Kobe stands frozen, keep pausing because of love. GOAT James Kingdom shines bright like a star. Sassy Jeff is shaking, they know who we are. GOAT James Kingdom, we reign with the facts, warding off the evil with scripts on the tracks. LeBron's legacy rising, can't dim the light in this war of the GOATs. We set it all right. Flip the pages of the Bible. Knowledge like a sword. Debunking all the myths that made the legends born. Each The debate ignites. The truth can't be tamed. In the arena of thought, knows no one save us. Oh, James Kingdom, we ran with the facts, warding off the evil, the scripts on the tracks. LeBron's legacy rising, can't